Hey, hail everybody! This is Dalek451, the new Dalek Emperor, and goddamn, I was hoping to do this a bit better. I was hoping to bring Canadian Spiderman on here, but I don't know if he's got the link for it. And anyway. Right, well, I'm just gonna put this in here, like so, and pin. Wait, it won't let me pin it. Damn it. Why won't you let me pin it? Damn. What the fuck? What the fuck's going wrong here? Okay, something's wrong. Let me try this again. There we go. There we go. That's pinned. So, anyone? So there's the link, everybody. If you anyone watching this at all, you can follow that link in. Canadian Spiderman, I hope you're out there. Because I shared you a link to this stream both on Discord and Twitter. So I hope you saw that, or if you're unable to, or if you weren't able to see it, then I've obviously done this for nothing. Someone's watching. Who's out there? Wait a minute. It's probably. Shit. That's true. Okay, let's get it. Oh, hey, Captain.
All right, Dalek, how are you?
Well,
where's Spidey then?
I was up after everything after what happened with his stream. I was hoping to, I thought I'd volunteer to host one for him.
Well, exactly. So where is he then? Where are you, Spidey? You little Canuck fuck. We're doing this for you.
I sent the link to him on Twitter. I sent him the link on
Discord. Out, face down in the bowl of maple syrup, isn't he?
Pinned it in the chat. I don't know where he is.
Spidey, this is, well, I do wonder, Dalek. I do wonder sometimes.
Why?
I mean, I don't even know if I'm even expected, invited, or banned from the Cardinal Sin show tomorrow. I've got no fucking clue what's going on. That's why we need new channels like you, Dalek, because you know what's going on. See, these people, they're like Spidey. They're a bit like, I'm number one. Why try harder? They're just giving up.
Oh, hi, Jill. And he's probably taking care of his fire or something. Right, yeah.
See, but this is what I'm talking about, Jill. Everything's got a reason, but there's no such thing as a valid excuse. I mean, he wants to do a stream, and now we're all here. And, why is he tending to the fire, Jill, when his friends are going out their way to make a stream for him?
Hey,
he shouldn't
Darius.
be tending to the fire. He should be tending to his friendships. Good.
Canadian Spiderman, he's here.
Good. Yes, we do rock. Put the fire down. Stop playing with your tinkle. Wash your hands. Get your ass on here, you damn hippie.
Well, like I said, again, this is free. This stream is entirely for you, Spidey. So if you want to So
Yeah,
please come
and you,
on.
Cardinal. We need to speak to you as well, Cardinal. Come on, pull your finger out, sort yourself out.
And
Today we're going to play a game called Communication.
I don't think Cardinal Sid is actually going to do his stream because I actually asked him. Yes, he asked
Well,
me
he's
if
not
I could
doing
take
midnight to
part.
midnight, but if he's not doing I Am Not a Number, he's going to be letting down at least two. He's got two other guests.
I don't think he's doing midnight to midnight. I think that's what he was
No,
asking me
but
about.
he is doing I Am Not a Number. Well, you can possibly do both because, well, you'd have to start midnight now because otherwise you'd have to go straight from midnight to I Am Not a Number.
Yeah,
he's a busy boy, isn't he?
Yeah. All you YouTubers out there, you're all busy all the time, because you never stop doing YouTube live streaming.
Right now, I think I just want to be live on air 24 hours a day.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great if you could just do that? Just spend all your time just hanging out on YouTube and just chatting with people.
Just living online. Well, we're doing it right now. Let's do it right now, all the time.
I see. I'm tending to my fire.
The message, Darius. It was about YouTube. When are you on YouTube, Darius? Right now, all the time. When are you next on YouTube, Darius? Right now, all the time. What about after that, Darius? Right now, all the time. When are you going to get the machine nails into your bar? Right now, all the time, pal.
And look who's here. Hi, Jill.
Oh, now we're in trouble. Jill, I'll tell you what, Jill, the queen of controversy, first Doomcock, now Cardinal Sin. My goodness. Oh, fire!
That's better.
Jill, do you know Cardinal Sin's got a show on tomorrow and whether I'm expected a band or something in the middle?
I think he would be delighted to see you show up on the show because
I'm not sure. It's the not knowing, Jill.
It's like he needs. I mean, I don't know. I mean, ask him. You've got to talk to him yourself.
Well, I did. I kind of dropped a hint. I said, "You got coming on the show tomorrow?" He said the other two. He didn't say anything about me either way. Oh well. But that's my point. That's why I'm saying this now live on air. If we don't talk, there's no communication. So I ain't assuming nothing.
Oh man, I was trying to catch my cat. She ran away.
Yeah, well, it's me saying openly to anyone who wants to work with me, communication is key. No communication, nothing happens. That's reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
No one gets hold of me. I'm staying in bed tomorrow. I'm only getting out of bed for pickle.
Well,
right.
You're in charge of your own destiny.
Indeed. Now, speaking of which, where's that Canadian syrup slinger?
He's not. Well, he's not. I don't know. He's probably. He's a little. I think he's a little caught up.
Tending to my pants. Spiderman in the chat says, "I'm tending to my." You're right, Jill.
I knew it.
Spin this back. I'm tending to my fire. My brother showed up just after I pushed the wrong button. I shouldn't screwed with the settings trying to send a link. Well, again, Spider-Man, you can't do.
Remember, folks,
you can't do
the right to disappear at no notice. So
to do what we're doing here, you need to use StreamYard. You can't do it with just YouTube.
So Dalek's gone to this trouble for you, Spidey. Now you've got to get on here, Spidey. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but that's the point. But you should. You don't have to, but you should.
I wasn't even.
Otherwise,
I mean, I was planning to do. I wasn't. I'm only doing this because for a type of friend. I mean, I wasn't even planning to do a live stream today at all. I was gonna save my next live stream for maybe next week.
That's so typical of life, isn't it? You're not planning on doing this. Yeah, now you're doing a live stream, and then you go, "Why am I doing a live stream?"
Oh, is that your kitty?
Yeah, look, I have a cat.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
I wrestled her from where she wanted to be. I should have just let her chill up there. But no, I had to mess with her.
Aw, he's a cute kitty.
Yep.
What's her name?
Lana.
Lana? Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you. She's mad about something. I'll let her go.
Right. Well, if Canadian Spiderman can't join us yet, I mean, does anyone else out there want to come in? Please feel free to do so. So how things with you, Jill?
Everything's going well. Just hanging out. I got the baby to sleep early. Yeah, everybody's asleep but me. So.
Canadian Spider's lucky that I'm awake because I was I've been awake since about like just before 4 o'clock, I think, because I actually went to bed early. But every time I go to bed early these days, I always wake up like very early in the morning, and it's a bit annoying. And it's like if I could just like fall asleep at a good time and wake up around 7, that would be great. But
so if you would have woken up right now, you would have been okay.
If I'd woken up about like between now and 7 o'clock or a bit later, I'd be fine. But you are awesome in your enthusiasm and your support for fellow YouTube folk. Same as Darius, all of us really guess. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Spot. Thank you. I mean, Captain. What? I mean, he asked you to do a stream, and didn't you say you couldn't?
I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, because I was afraid I'd get tricked into this situation. I've known too many humans. Plus, I'm on standby for Pickle.
All right, fair enough.
This is all life is summed up here.
Guess that means I was the only one free. I was the only one free available. Free enough to do this.
Yeah.
And we have a rocking fire going now. My brother wants to do chainsaw stunts around the fire. We're right. Well, if you want to, if you can, please come on and show us that fire.
Preview.
Darius, have you had those shiitakes yet? Get on, son.
Is Darius around?
I think, yeah, he's here. He's definitely in the chats. The Captain Trim and Spock show, yeah. That's Captain Spock. This is exactly what you wanted. I think it is indeed. I can't eat my mushroom without Canadian Spiderman.
Right, because you need a trip partner for sure. You never want to do that kind of thing alone.
Spidey, you're hilarious. This is what
got us all excited about it.
This isn't what I wanted at all. That's not. Darius Munchausen is being sarcastic. This is what Spidey wanted. This is not remotely what I wanted. No offense.
What do you want?
Hang on, that came out wrong. No, Darius, this is what Spidey wanted, and now he's not here. Now, what I want to do is talk about the trope of the unreliable narrator and how it relates with the usual suspects in The Last Jedi. It's going to take me about 12 hours, and Reservoir Dogs, but this isn't the time or the place. That's what I want to do.
I agree, Darius. The campfire was nice.
Same with the time travel. I've had a real think about what I'm doing, and it's the YouTube channel isn't it. I realise the YouTube channel is completely irrelevant to what I'm doing. I'm doing,
but it helped. YouTube channel helps you formulate ideas, but now you have all the ideas, and now you've got to turn them into something tangible for what
I
you want.
pretty much could write about 20 essays and make it into some kind of compilation of classic questions or whatever. Yep. So yeah, I've got my thing. I just had to talk every day for a year, and then I finally realised what I was talking about. Amazing, isn't it?
Yep.
Bit of an ass backwards way of doing it, but the things that I feel strongly about, Jill, I feel very strongly about. Like I've got the answers right here, folks, but no one else believes me, and that's why I just need those first followers, because I have fixed time travel. And I don't care what anyone says. I mean, I'll take on every single valid argument and I'll swat them all away, because my theory, because it's not even a theory, it's an observation of your theories, you lot out there. All I'm doing, I'm just the compiler. So, oh, Cockney, your theory. Hey, it's not my theory, it's your theory. But all I know is sitting on the edge of forever, Jill, sucks.
It doesn't suck. Even if the time travel doesn't make sense according to your laws, I love that episode.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
again, it's not according to my.
I wouldn't say the episode sucked. I wouldn't say it sucked, but
no, I'm being provocative.
but
It works emotionally.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
They messed with the time travel to make it work emotionally. They didn't need to. They could have had that. They could have had it all. But anyway, but that's what I wanted to. But that's the thing. So YouTube's just next week. It's going to be a website. Then the books. Same with the Blade Runner. Because
so yeah, instead of telling me that the city on the edge of forever is bollocks, rewrite it for me and make it more awesome. That would be neat.
Well, first that's the interactive bit, because I still need to, convince anyone really. Because that's the fun part on YouTube and Twitter is debating it with people. But it's funny because on Twitter with Back to the Future, I either get people trying to sum up the whole thing in one tweet, which is laughable. Here's the entire solution to time travel in one tweet. I'm like, are you people for real? And then on the other hand, there's people disagreeing, going, well, it's a lot more complicated. You're the ones doing it in a tweet. And then they come back and go, well, it's impossible. There's no way to solve it. I was like, well, you're the one trying to sum it all up in a tweet. Now you're saying it's impossible to sum up even with 1,000,000 hours. It's like, no, you can't sum it up in a tweet, but you can sum it up. And it has been done by me, just because I'm the first person to do it. It was impossible. I mean, I know it sounds not very humble, but it was impossible and no one's done it. I've done it, but no one else has done it. But until Jill and other people come and go, do you know what? He has done it. I need the recognition that I've done it, but I have done it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant what I've done. Great work.
I'm working on getting there. I'm not going to tell you you've done it until I've completely understood it myself.
No, at this point, you think I haven't done it, but that's a great, healthy place to start. I enjoy.
I'm going to be very honest with you.
I'm deliberately goading you, Jill. I dare you to tell me where I went wrong. This is airtight. It's beautiful. Einstein himself would weep. In fact, I'm actually continuing his work. When Grandad was writing a book with Einstein, I simply took the remains of their notes, which were kept secret in my granddad's files. I now have those and have continued their work, and therefore that is why my theory is the best one, because it's continuing the work of Albert Einstein. Probably.
It's funny you should mention Einstein, because if he says that if you cannot explain your theory to a 5-year-old, you don't understand it yourself.
There you go, like quantum mechanics. Well, and funnily enough, Einstein did explain the theory to my mum when she was a 5-year-old. That's the funny thing. You don't believe me, do you? You think I'm kidding, don't you?
I don't know. No, yeah, I think you're kidding.
You never know when I'm kidding or when I'm not, do you, Jill?
No, that's what makes it so funny.
Dalek, tell her I'm not kidding. Granddad wrote a book with Einstein.
Quick question, you
Look
two.
it up.
Do you prefer the layout like this or like this?
We were just about to solve all the deepest mysteries of physics, but
I'm too large this way. I like the other way.
Okay.
Jill, do you want to go to Wikipedia or the whatever you think judges reality? Would you like to type in Albert Einstein, the evolution of physics? See what happens.
I don't believe Wikipedia is the best source for everything.
No, you're right. Forget I said that. Whatever you believe is the best source for everything. Type in Albert Einstein, the evolution of physics.
Oh, how was my lunch with Grandma? It was great, Darius. Loved it.
Oh, yeah, what you have? Burger?
Yeah, I had a burger.
Good lad.
Burger, some fries with ketchup and chocolate fudge cake for afters. Lovely.
Nice.
But man, was I tired on the way home. As soon as I got back, I was just came plunked down on my bed. I was out like a light for like 3 hours, and that's probably part of the reason I was why I'm awake now. Because goddamn, my sleeping habits are terrible, and it's mostly because I blame it because I spend so much time on YouTube, not just watching videos, but watching other people's live streams. But then again, yeah, that's just the thing, isn't it? Because most of you're all different parts of the world in different time zones, so when you're all living at like daytime for you, it's middle of the night for me. Oh wait, what's this, Jill?
I don't know. Captain Cockney Spock asked me to look up this book, and Wikipedia is the only place that is easy to locate on short notice. So,
do you want me to?
Despite my protest,
do you want me to put this in?
You can show it if you want. I don't know if it's going to give anything useful to Cockney Spock or not.
Oh, you're very welcome, Canadian Spiderman.
So here it is.
I did this. Remember, this stream is like Captain says, this stream is for you, man. It's for you.
Yeah, man. I'm not having your happy-go-lucky hippie persona cover up the fact that you asked anyone, and not even Dalek, but that's even worse. Dalek volunteered, stepped up, and now
I volunteered.
Yeah, this is bad form, Spidey. This is some bullshit right here. Your hippie nonsense, happy-go-lucky bollocks won't wash here, Spidey. We're here for you, and you're fucking off wanking around the fire with your brother. Not good enough, Spidey. This is what I'm talking about. We're literally here for you. Wake up, Spidey. Don't drop the conversation. Don't forget what's actually going on. First, we're having a midnight to midnight. 10 minutes ago, I thought we're having a midnight to midnight, followed by 3 hours of I Am Not a Number. My body was all getting excited. Adrenaline was starting to get fired. Synapses were starting to wake up as I prepared for 15 hours of entertainment. Now there's fuck all going on. And all that adrenaline is turning into resentment and anger. Is that what you want, Spidey? And sin? Because that's what you're doing. You're telling us one thing and doing another. That's fucking bullshit. Sorry, but it is.
Well, he was just he has those streams so spontaneously that he tries to gauge just how many guests he can have.
Does anyone realize why I have spontaneous streams, and at the same time why I'm a real pedant, stickler for detail and punctuality? Because I'd rather not make a promise than break a promise, and I'd like to have a show at 9 o'clock every morning my time, but at the moment life's getting in the way. But the point is, unlike other YouTubers, I never promise a stream and show up late and then go, I'm a wizard. A wizard doesn't make an appointment. And what Spidey's just done is made an appointment. This is a fact. No one likes being told off, but if we don't start calling out shit when we see it, then nothing will improve.
Well, he really was just testing out the stream.
There's a misunderstanding because I thought we were doing a nice long stream here.
Understand. This is like
I understood that Spidey was asking me to do a stream so he could join me, and then Dalek stepped up to do it because I'm trying to do a favour for Pickles.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
If you
despite
don't call your
even
friends out when they do stuff when they don't mean it, then, you know,
because you,
out of love, then they're just going to do it again the next day. It'll be your fault for not calling them
despite
out on it.
despite even have StreamYard. I mean, obviously he uses it a lot when
I
he
like the
comes
way he made a
on.
link to himself, but
Yeah, that was fun.
it's basically
Well,
staying where you are with extra steps.
anybody can use someone else's StreamYard's link, but he probably doesn't have a subscription to StreamYard's
He doesn't
in
actually.
order to.
Not even a free
He doesn't
one.
actually have an actual StreamYard account.
Yeah, he probably doesn't.
Oh,
That's the next step, Spidey.
I mean,
But he doesn't need any of
that's
those
obviously
things
where
to
he got
be here
confused because
now. That's why Darla's doing this.
he was trying to bring guests on into just the
Well, I suggest you know, Spidey, you're getting a public drumming right now. Give him a minute, and then if he doesn't show up, then end the stream. Well, it's up to you, but it's you know, that's we're here for Spidey. Spidey's not here.
Darius, he was, but obviously he didn't realize that he couldn't do that unless he was using StreamYard or something similar.
Bottom line, yeah, unless
that's a good
Darla,
point.
Jill and I have misunderstood things, we're here for Spidey, so.
But that's a good point. That's what he was there for.
Request. I don't phone up Doom Clock and go, hey, I fancy you listening to a stream. Get started, will you? Entertain me. Oh, well. Oh, dear. Welcome to Emotional Downturns. It was such a good day as well.
He was doing a test at a full hour already. Yeah.
Not good enough. Not good enough, people. Get your shit together. Too old for this shit.
What are you banging on? Oh, making me think.
Oh, well, looks like I'm watching Waterloo then. Pop out the disc. There we go. Waterloo. Oh, it's already in the machine, isn't it? Yep. Right. Kettle on.
Darius Munchausen says after lunch naps are the best. I don't know if you read that one already, but I agree with that.
I did read that one.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Got at least 5 people watching this. So let's see. You can get a free StreamYard account that will have the logo in the corner. Yes, it will, Darius. Yeah, you can use StreamYard. You can use StreamYard for free, but
it'll have the duck.
It'll have the duck. Yeah. And if you use it for free, you can't do all the really good stuff you can do with StreamYard. Like look at my stream. Look at here. Look, I've got my Live from Skara logo. I've got my Dalek City background. You can't do any of that with a free account.
How many guests can you have on the free account?
Only 6.
That's not too bad. That's plenty. 6 is a good number.
Thanks, Darius. Darius just tweeted out this stream on Twitter. Hmm. You still looking at this thing, Jill?
No, I brought it up for Captain Cockney Spock, but he's off getting tea or whatever he's doing with coffee. I don't know.
I'm here.
I mean, can you see that if I don't actually put it into the stream?
No, we can't see it unless you put it in.
Oh, shall I put it in then?
I mean, I guess I don't know if Captain Cockney Spock wants to read it. He asked about it.
What? Oh, he's gone.
He's here and not here. Oh, now he is gone. You're right. So now don't put that thing up. I'm just going to stop. I think he just liked having me do something. I don't really know what for.
I'm at a bit of a loss what to say now. I mean, Canadian Spidey, you still out there? You still watching? I guess you can. I guess he can't come on yet.
Yeah, he's spending time with his brother, so he's got to focus on that.
Well, I did this pure just for him, so he could come on and actually talk with all of us while he's in front of the fire, like he was trying to do. But if he can't come on, then I may as well stop the stream here.
Yeah, because you don't want to use up the material that you're going to do for your other live stream. Your Dalek one that you're going to have. When are you going to have that?
I was thinking either tomorrow or Saturday for that, but I was talking to my friend and co-author for my stories earlier on, and I think I really should concentrate on my writing, so I think I'm gonna do that stream next week.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. It's good to have a good balance between your creative works. So next week's good. We'll be here.
See what I mean about you two talking the talk about respect for others. Yeah, right. And, hey, Edge of Time. Hey, what do you know? Oh, Captain Trek's here. You can contact Darius. You can contact StreamYard about a sponsored account. It will not have the doc, but will have StreamYard showing up. Oh, really?
Oh, wow, that's good to know. Thank you, Captain Trek, and hello, Tom.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, I was watching. What's his stream called? The Morning Brew.
Yes, that's what it's called.
I was watching his stream earlier on while I was out. I was watching on my phone, and it's like he's got the StreamYard name in the corner, but he hasn't got the logo. It hasn't got the duck. So I was like, how do you get that?
I guess that's how he does it. Sponsored account. That's pretty cool.
A sponsored account. Well, quit. But you know what? If I have to go for like the trouble of getting this sponsored just to get that, I don't think it's worth it. Besides, I'm happy with how my live streams are set up. I mean, look, I've got my own logo, for crying out loud.
Yeah, you got your own logo. You got a nice background. It's pretty cool. You got it going on. You got that intro too. I like that intro.
yeah. This little thing I put together.
Yes. Nice. Good evening, Ivan Ivanovich.
Ivan. Hi, hi, Ivan Ivanovich. Yeah. Well, who wants to talk about the prisoner? Hmm.
I'd
Well,
say show up
that
to
might
the show tomorrow.
that might
Oh,
be a
go
bit
ahead.
that might be a bit difficult for me because I've never really seen much of the prisoner.
It's very good. It's a good show.
I think my dad likes the prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Jill. And Edge of Time says, "Hi, Jill."
Well, then show up on the show tomorrow. I'll be very happy. But
Is he ever? He shows up. Edge
it's
of
up.
Time.
It's
He
up to
shows up.
you.
Edge of Time. He shows up in a lot of in a lot of chats. Does he ever come on as a guest?
I don't know. I've never seen Edge of Time as a guest. That could be fun.
No, I've never seen that. Who else is? So yeah, just who else is actually here? I've got 8 people watching. Who else is here? I mean, the captain, obviously, Darius, Edge of Time, Yvonne. What's the emergency? I just volunteered to Yvonne. I just
Okay.
volunteered to do a to do a stream to start a stream. So Canadian Spiderman could come on and we could all hang out with him while he was sitting around the fire like he was in his own stream. But again, this stream's a little without Canadian Spider-Man on here. It's a little pointless. So I'm not sure how long I'm actually willing to wait for him. I mean, if anyone else out there would like to come in, the StreamYard link is pinned in the YouTube chats. So how things? Wait, did I ask how things been with you, Jill?
Great. I'm just hanging out. Nothing really exciting.
Oh, coming 5 minutes to 4 minutes. Okay,
oh, awesome.
That's great, Spidey.
That's great. I was about to watch the Prisoner episode for the show tomorrow, but I haven't got around to it yet.
I'm thinking of, it's good to be, being prepared for when you actually talk about something on a stream. Yeah, I mean, I was planning to for my next stream, I was planning to track down and rewatch Genesis of the Daleks, so that's fresh in my mind and I can properly talk about it. Because it has been a long time since I actually watched Genesis of the Daleks.
Canadian Spiderman is putting on his pants, but yeah, that's a great idea. I'm going to be talking about Deep Space Nine with Raymond Feliciano on his Dolphin TV, King Dolphin TV show. So I've got to. I love Deep Space Nine, but I've got to rewatch all of it. I'm just gonna burn through it as quick as I can.
Yeah, I mean, it's only very recently I actually watched all of Deep Space Nine. I mean that was the main reason I one of the main reasons I react. That was the main reason I reactive. I got my resubscribed to Netflix originally, so I could watch Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, it's a pretty great series, but it does take a little while to get it on its feet.
It does, yeah. The first season definitely has some clunkers.
Yeah, it does. But the first episode's not bad. I just saw the first episode, and that it had a good start. They just didn't keep going with all the things that they packed into that one episode. They just went off on some kind of divergent. I don't know what.
They packed a lot into the first episode of Deep Space Nine. I mean, it's kind of like. We had passing of the torch, interesting passing of the torch moment between Picard and Cisco in the
right. And when you're just watching TNG, you have this idea about Captain Picard, and you don't expect anybody to have any negative feelings toward him. But even though it wasn't his fault that he was Locutus, you could tell that Cisco was still very much grieving.
He was, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Cisco was he very much resented what happened, and he definitely, even though technically it was Locutus who is responsible for the death of his wife. He can't really. He definitely resents Picard. He blames Picard for his wife's death.
Yes, but at least they did shake hands at the end, so that gave us some possibilities there.
I mean, it was. you got pizza, Darius.
And as I'm trying to figure out my favorite character on Deep Space Nine, I'm wondering if it might be Nog, because he makes the biggest change.
Oh yeah, Nog, the young Ferengi, Jake's friend, right?
Yeah, he's Jake's best friend, but he starts off as a delinquent.
Yeah. He really. Of all the characters in Deep Space Nine, Nog is probably one of the characters who grows the most throughout the whole show. Wait, hang on.
Ooh, fuck a doodle doo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear the fire. That's the best part.
I did that on purpose. Can you really?
Yes, it's wonderful.
But can you? Is it overpowering? Can you still hear me?
Yes, it's perfect.
No, we can hear you, mate.
Hey, Dalek, thanks for doing this emergency stream, man. I had no idea what I was doing in YouTube. I'm a complete boob.
The captain's back. Hey, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
Now he's here. I'll come back in and play.
Hey, Captain. I'm gonna go run and get a drink. Can you guys ghost for me?
No. I'm on holiday, man. Ghost for yourself.
Jesus. Well, fuck it. I gotta go get a drink. That's an imperative.
I'll ghost for you. Hey, so who out there? I've noticed most people, when they kiss romantically, with probing tongues, they kiss with their eyes closed. Anyone out there kiss with their eyes open? Anyone?
No.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
all right.
I want to know where I am. I do. I think I do.
No, because you go when you're kissing someone, you go somewhere deep in your head, right? So you need your eyes closed to stop.
I keep my eyes open. I want to see if they got their eyes open. Are you kidding me? I think I close my eyes.
Oh, okay.
I've known too many chicks, man.
Okay,
Okay,
there.
that's a
Eyes
different
open.
question.
You'll never know if I can.
That's two
Spiders,
separate
you'll never know if I
questions.
keep my eyes open. You know why? Because yours are closed. See, that's how good the kiss is.
You
Don't
asked
worry, your eyes are going to be closed. Don't
if
worry about
we.
that. You're going to be
You
rocking and
asked,
rolling.
do we
wait, no.
keep? You asked if we keep our eyes open during kissing, and that's a general question. So generally,
How do we
you'd say
do
no.
this?
But if you ask, have you ever kissed with your eyes open? That's a different question. And yes,
Oh,
when
fuck,
that
of course it's
happens,
a different question. Have you not? I mean, it's like saying, have you
there
ever
we
driven
go.
at
two separate
200 miles an
questions,
hour?
isn't it?
Yeah, but not every
Oh,
day.
well done, Dalek.
I mean, if you
You
ever
got to
done
show
it
me how to
once,
do
what
that.
kind of life are you living,
There we
Spike?
go.
You know
It's,
what I mean?
well,
I
technically,
don't know.
this,
I mean,
this
I
stream is for
closed
you,
my
so
eyes once.
you should take
I
center
couldn't get
stage,
into
man.
it. But
Oh,
then
I
that was
know.
after I was
I'm not
kissing.
good as center of
Then
the
it depends
attention
on who
there.
you're
I
kissing,
don't
but it
do well
also
there.
depends on.
But
Some people have got a signature kissing style.
well, but you raise a good point, Captain. So if
What?
you ask, do you? Well, you ask, do you kiss with your, with your eyes open? And generally, no. But had you asked, have you ever been kissing someone and you opened your eyes, and coincidentally at the same time their eyes have also been open? Yes, that
Well, the
has
question
happened.
you haven't asked is, have I ever closed my eyes?
Not that I remember. No.
Me, not you. Stop making it all about yourself.
But it is magical when you're both, you're opening your eyes and you're looking at each other and you're like that far apart and you're kissing. It reminds me of Karate Kid 2. Speaking of which, Cobra Kai Season 4, hello! I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited.
I
Man,
still haven't seen Cobra Kai, but I have Netflix again for a while because of
haven't
Squid
seen-
Games, so I should.
I haven't seen
How-
I haven't seen Cobra Kai either. I definitely need to
Really?
watch that.
How many, and I'll ask you, Jill, first, and Dalek, if you'll answer, please, too, and Captain, if you may. How many of the original movies have you seen?
The first two, but first long ago.
Okay. But you're familiar with the premise.
Mhm.
How about you, Dalek?
Sadly I've not seen any of them.
It's not necessary, but boy, it makes it more special if you've seen the movies. And, coming from someone that, 1987, I think, is when The Karate Kid came out, or 86, around the same time Top Gun came out. I grew up with them. I was full of hormones. I was in high school or junior high, junior high, I think. And, that's, you have a soundtrack to your life. You've got certain, like if you had a soundtrack to your life, certain songs you identify. There's for me, certain movies. I identify periods of my life with movies. And, The Karate Kid 1 and 2, that says high school to me. 87, 88, 89, and 90. If you've seen the movies, it will make Cobra Kai, it'll add another, you'll go from regular chess to 3D chess, to put in Star Trek terms.
How many of the movies are required to see?
2.
Do?
Really bare bones, the first one. But 2. 2. The third one is cool too. It's good. But for me, it was like Back to the Future. The first movie was an epiphany. The first movie, like no one had ever seen time travel in a movie like that before. I mean, it's regular. I mean, kids today, fuck, I sound old. People today, when they see time travel, it's no big deal. That had never been done I mean, it had been done before, but not in that way. And oh my, there's sparks. Are keyboards flame proof? I don't know. I'm flame proof, I think. But yeah, and it hadn't been done before. And so it really, like, people were like talking about it around at the coffee shops, the water coolers, shoveling snow, whatever, walking the dogs, like, they went back in time, Back to the Future, 1955, November 8th, I think. It was just recently, wasn't it? And that was
Oh,
an
right.
epiphany.
Yeah, 2017.
That's right, yeah. So, and anyway, yeah, that's, I forget where I was going with
The
that,
sequel?
so, yeah.
Well, you were talking about movies that influenced you when you were a kid, so that
Sorry,
that
yes,
makes sense.
thank
You
you.
went there.
Yeah, thank you. Karate Kid 1 and 2 would be, you'd be in a good position. If you, not necessary, but it's like I said, going from regular chess to 3D chess, it adds an extra dimension to your appreciation, to your enjoyment of Cobra Kai if you have seen the movies. It's not a prerequisite, but oh, my mouth is a little dry. I need some wine. Sorry. Prerequisite. I could feel that there. But it's a fantastic series, and the amount of nostalgia is fantastic. They pay homage to the fans in the right way, and I know many people have said this. I swear I've heard people like Stone Loki and Culture Casino and Doomcock and the bigger players too all say that Cobra Kai is successful because it doesn't kick fans in the nuts. And really, that's all you need to do these days is don't kick fans in the nuts.
That's what I hear.
I mean, I've never been to business school. I've never taken a marketing class. But if you don't kick fans in the nuts, you'll probably sell more. I'm just throwing that out there. What do I know?
Makes sense to
know?
me.
And so that's Cobra Kai. I've got to say, I mean, Doomcock has says this. EBN, shout out to Echo Base Network. They've said this. Criticize the bad and praise the good. And Cobra Kai is good. They pay homage. They pay respect to the previous characters. They pay respect to. Jill, don't make me be the only one on camera here. Come on. And they pay respect to the other people that came before them. I mean, how do you think people that have been part of the series before whatever franchise you want to talk about, whatever IP you want to talk about, the people that came before, the previous doctors, we're on Dalek's channel, so let's talk about doctors. How do you think they feel when you get a Dalek when you get a new doctor in there, who doesn't respect the people who came before? How do you think Leonard Nimoy would feel if he watched Star Trek Discovery? Leonard Nimoy would pick up a batleth and start chopping people fucking down. I hope he would.
Yeah. Yeah, he is Spock, so I'm sure he would not.
He is Spock.
He's not only Spock, he's also the co-creator of the Vulcans themselves. So he would see these Vulcans blowing themselves up and giving the live long and prosper symbol before doing so. And he would lose his crap for that, I think, because that is just disrespectful and heart-wrenching to see.
Jill, did you see?
I don't know why I watched that series for as long as I did.
Have you seen when Leonard Nimoy died? And it's probably been 10 or 15 years now.
For the Love of Spock. I saw the documentary, right?
I'm talking about the year that he died, the week that he died. And I have never driven. I've been to the airport in Los Angeles, but I've never been to driving through the interchanges and that. But apparently, all over Los Angeles and other major metropolitan areas, the giant billboards that line the freeways that you see on TV. So when you're driving the freeways, you see the giant advertisements on the billboards. Apparently, they had giant ones with just R.I.P. Leonard Nimoy, and it had a giant. That. And all it said was, and I'm choking up here.
Yeah.
It didn't say live long and prosper, Jill. All it said was, he did.
He did. Oh.
He did. Fuck, I'm choking up.
Oh.
I hadn't heard about that.
I didn't know about that either.
I was alive. I saw it. I saw it on the news channels. It was on the news coverage. The news channels.
I was too
KTLA. I get this up here in Canada. I have never lived in Los Angeles, but KTLA, I think, is a Los Angeles news station, or used to be. And they covered, and I saw it made the news up here. It was all over the place. Like, people were taking the $5 Canadian bill and drawing Spock ears on Sir Wilfrid Laurier because he fucking looked like Spock. You can still find those up here.
I was too busy crying all day to even notice all that stuff going on.
It was on giant billboards, and it didn't say "live long and prosper." It just said he did.
Oh wow! I had no idea about any of that.
There's a $5 bill that we're gonna turn into Mr. Spock right here.
Wow!
I'm gonna go get a Sharpie. Dalek, can you entertain people, please? I'll be right back.
I'll try.
I'll leave the fire going.
Yeah, the fire is a great ambiance.
And this is illegal, so cops, you know where to find me. Come get me. Good luck catching me.
Well, you better hope the cops are Trekkies, and then they'll understand.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this in the middle because it's a nice fire.
We could have
Agreed.
a fireside chat. We have nothing to fear but fear itself.
Yes.
So how about that 12 monkeys, eh?
Canadian.
Still haven't seen it.
Indeed, I'm agreed, Darius. Yeah.
I'm working on understanding your video first. Your 3 time travel videos, but I'm working on it. And, I've got a lot of stuff to do with that.
I will admit, Captain, I haven't actually watched your videos on time travel.
Well, no one's, you don't have to, but anyone that wants to discuss time travel has to. But that's why I knew when you said, Captain's theory's bollocks, I thought, well, if you'd seen the video, you'd know my theory is fucking perfect.
Okay.
I knew you hadn't seen it. That's why you found fault with it. That is exactly what I expected you to say. Thank you, Dalek 451. Now I feel better because I knew I was right.
Yeah, look. Yeah, I was a little bitter because I felt I admit I was a little bitter because I felt like this guy, what you're doing, you're just sucking the fun out of time travel.
Now that's ironic because I think I feel
that
I've injected
because so many people love Back to the Future, and I think that Captain Cockney Spock does too, and that's the reason why he is so into it.
I feel that I've injected 20% more. You can have more fun. I think I've made it more fun because once you understand my observations, you can watch literally any. Because people keep going, Cockney, have you seen Looper? Have you seen? Doesn't matter if I've seen it or not. The rules are perfect. That's why when Cardinal says, "Oh, I've got a movie," it's gonna put you into a 4th category. No, it fucking isn't. There's 3 categories, and I'm trying to erase one of them. There's no 4th category. There's 3. You're lucky it's not 2. That's why I no longer. It doesn't need to be together. We can watch new time travel movies. But yeah, no, it's not going to suck the fun out of it. It's going to add more fun because you can watch any time travel movie with my graph embedded in your head, going, ha ha. They're clearly going for option 2 there, Dalek. Well, Jill, I think they're going for option 3. The fools. No, after you've memorised my method, every time travel movie will be a laugh because you can laugh at them going, you understand nothing. This is bollocks. You clearly haven't spoken to Cockney. You've not watched his video, you fools, writers Picard. Ha ha! I mean, at this point, I don't think Jill even knows what my central premise is. That's how early we are in the conversation. I don't think anyone even does anyone here even know what my central premise is. You don't, do you? You got no idea. Let's be honest.
I don't have no idea. I have a clue.
No
I
clue.
do have a clue. I do.
You got no clue. You disagree with me all. What?
I'm not disagreeing with your time travel theory. I'm just saying it's a good episode. That's all I'm saying at this point.
Well, emotionally it is, but okay. How do you feel about this statement, Jill? The Star Trek episode "City on the Edge of Forever" packs a weighty emotional punch and features some great performances from the regulars and guest star Joan Collins. But as far as the time travel is concerned, it's a load of fucking shit. How about that
Is
statement, Jill?
is the crackling from the
Maybe.
fire too loud?
We'll find out. We'll find out on one of your future live streams.
It's fine,
Just the
Kate.
time travel, Jill. Just
Just
the
the time.
that is
Maybe.
the starting example. That's not even the starting statement. That is the example.
You're right, Darius. The fire is mesmerizing.
Yeah, you like that?
What
He mentioned that this was a good theme to go with. I thought of this today. I think I'm going to start all my...
Do you see what Spidey's done there? Jill and I and Dalek have spent 5 minutes with a carefully constructed conversation, and Spidey just come in like a fucking bull in a
Oh,
china
shit.
shop.
I'm
Speaking
so...
quite
You're
eloquently
right.
about sensitivity and
I'm
being
so sorry.
friends and building a better world and all that hippie fucking bullshit I hear every week out here. And then look at that, it just perfectly just comes in
Oh, if he
and
goes, I get to
rams
go
the
too.
attention, completely snatches it away from me. Just as I was building to, just see what I mean. Right, he's like Robert My Burnett Jr.
Captain.
All that blah blah blah, respect, blah blah
He-
blah.
he-
Everyone's got
you're-
a story to
yeah,
tell.
no, he
But when he
cares.
comes to it, he's
Oh,
like Jill. Now they all want to talk, but none
He
of them want to listen, do
cares.
they?
He does care. He does want to listen, but he just came back and he was excited about something. He gets excited.
Exactly,
muted
and there's
himself
Jill
so he can
always
speak.
coming
You
up
can
with a reason
speak,
for these things.
Captain.
But the fact is, he did
He's muted
completely
too.
with his infuse. No one likes it when I do it. We're completely in the middle of a conversation.
Squirrel!
What?
Wow, that escalated quickly.
I need water. I'm going to be right back.
No wonder she dumped you.
Wait, what is hey Spidey? What's Tamago? Why have you called yourself that?
Well, Darius changed that. Do you mean... How did he change that on my own profile?
Darius did that?
You did.
No, I did not.
He didn't change the profile. He actually took over your body by your mind. He controlled
I'm not
you,
kidding.
you did.
I did not change my name. How long has it been like
you
that?
lost your memory. You weren't aware.
You didn't even notice until now?
No, I was on Darius... No, sorry. Let me go back. Last night, I was on Darius's stream. Jill, turn off your mic. Jill. Your mic is... Whatever, okay. No, last night I was on Darius's stream, and he changed my name to Tamago, which means egg in Japanese, because I told him, a lot of my friends in Japan called me Tamago because I'm obviously white, but I was sensitive to the Japanese culture.
Whoa, really? That's a bit racist.
Well, no, I took it as a compliment. Yellow on the inside. Right, Darius, there you go.
I can explain.
How did you change my name? I did not do that.
I'm sorry about the ice maker.
Yeah, that was pretty loud, Joe. How did you do that, Darius?
Whoa, hello. I was very amused.
Can you change it back?
Very, very dry.
Hang on.
No, but Dalek can.
But won't.
Yeah.
Or you can.
Actually,
But
yeah.
won't.
I can. I can change it.
Yes.
But will.
Thank you, Darius.
It has to do with the way that StreamYard is programmed and set up. So, in the same way that if you come on my show, I can turn your mic off, right?
The
and
way
mute you.
that StreamYard is programmed.
The mic is your friend. The mute button is your friend.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So-
I
Spock.
didn't know I could do this until now.
So on Dalek's show, I can't mute your mic and I can't change your name. But when you were on my show, I could.
Right.
I
But
just
how
had to
did it stick?
Turn your mic off because of the way that StreamYard remembers your login. So if your name is changed, in one iteration of StreamYard, it will retain that. Just like I have 2 StreamYard accounts. The other one you guys don't know about, it's for personal. I keep it separate so that I can watch movies with my girlfriend
That
in
raised the question.
StreamYard.
That raises the question.
whenever
That's sweet.
whenever I log out from watching a movie with her, and then I log in to the Darius Munchausen account, I have I get in and I can see all my YouTube broadcasts, right? But I still have to manually change my name. And in fact, my avatars are separate, but the session name that it remembers will carry over, and I have to change it. So even though you close that tab and you came over here because of your cookies and you're using the same browser, it remembers that was your name when you left my show. So it's still your name now.
So is Carol's cookies, is she talking about baked cookies or cookies?
I don't know. It might be a metaphor.
That just raised a question.
Well, I hope that explanation was helpful. But
It was, Darius. So had I
can
gone
change it
live
now.
streaming using, so when I just did live streaming a few minutes ago, and thank you for the emergency stream, Dalek, that was through YouTube streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So had I chosen to go StreamYards, you mean my name would have come up as Tamago?
yes, unless you changed it.
I wouldn't have noticed. I didn't notice
you
now.
didn't notice because I don't know if you're doing it on a mobile device or on a PC.
No, on my
/
laptop. No, I brought my laptop outside.
So-
That's why I kept tripping over the cord. My laptop got pulled off the camp chair that it's sitting on now into the fire twice.
Right.
I can't believe. Like, shout out to ThinkPads. Like, it's a tough motherfucker.
Well, as far as your operating system is concerned, there's no difference between the laptop or an actual desktop computer.
And I've got a solid state, so that's why it survived the crash.
Okay. Oh, there he goes.
Thank you, Dalek. Dalek, are you okay?
Am
What?
I okay?
It's like, well,
yeah.
no, you're still awake. I mean, it's like
It's
wee
super
hours
late.
in the morning. The
Yeah.
sun's almost up where you
It's
are.
it's 7:10 a.m. here.
Yeah, it's light in the next hour, is it?
It's actually just getting light now.
Oh wow! Are you having pancakes for breakfast?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what
You need some maple syrup.
she might make. My mom, I don't know. My mom might cook some bacon or some sausage or egg. I don't know.
Edge of Time says nobody told me you can guest without the StreamYard app. As far as I know, Edge of Time, there is no app. It runs in a
isn't-
browser.
You're right. There is no StreamYard app. You just open it up in your browser.
Right. Even on a cell phone, you open it up in the browser, which is why it's very. It drains your battery. It makes your phone really hot. And if you do it too much, it kills your phone because it's running out of the browser on your phone. But you don't even need an account in order to guest on StreamYard. It'll ask you.
No, you don't.
Right. It'll ask you when you enter the stream to enter your name, to allow it to use camera and mic, which you can leave the camera off. You can leave mic off, but then it'll be a boring conversation. And you can choose
literally-
a photo from your phone, and it will remember it in the session.
Yeah, it will. You can literally anybody can come on as a guest in a stream on StreamYard, but you need if you want to do a stream yourself, you need an account.
Yeah, if you want to stream, right? Dalek's right. If you want to stream Edge of Time, you'll need to create your own account.
I think
if
I
you
do
you
have
can
an
come on
account.
this
I do.
stream.
Yeah, you
right
do
now.
because you got your own picture there. That's the only way you can have you save your picture through your account.
What picture are you talking about, Joel? Sorry.
Your avatar.
Well, even before I created an account,
Oh,
when I
right.
would go in on my phone, it
Oh,
would on
this could
Raquel's,
get bad real fast, kids. Sorry.
it remembered
Shit.
the photo because of the cookies.
The wind changed.
So I didn't have an account, but it still remembered the photo and the name. But then when I created an account,
Oh,
I had to
pretty
re-upload the photo on the computer.
It's-
There's no app, only Zool.
There is no
how-
Zap, only Zool.
How long does it retain the memory, Darius?
I guess until you clear out your cookies or your cache memory, and yeah.
Laptops
so-
are heat proof, right?
So So anyway, about the name. Do you want me to change it, or should you do it yourself?
Oh, no, I don't care. That's fine. Yeah, tamago is Japanese for egg, white on the outside, yellow on the inside. It's just because, well,
That's
because
cute.
I studied cultural anthropology in university, and they train you to be very perceptive to the culture that you're entering into, and being dropped into the middle of a tribe somewhere was what I studied to happen,
There you go.
and it just happened to be Japan. So, oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, assimilation is very important to be able to
Yeah,
understand the culture. So
that's
I
right.
think you did that.
I'm no good at remembering languages. I'm horrible at conjugating verbs, but I'm fairly good at communicating. There's a lot of ways you can do communication other than just learning to conjugate verbs, and so my friends gave me that nickname Tamago because I seem, well, I was lucky. When I arrived in Japan, I was just coming from Australia for my little brother's wedding. Well, he's 6 foot tall, but he's my youngest brother, and my flight back to Canada was via Tokyo. And while I was there at his wedding, I was hanging out with a lot of friends. I'd been there a few years before and met some people. And they had showed me this advertisement for teaching English in Japan. And so I went to the interview, and I said shit in that interview. They asked me a couple of questions, and I answered with shit a couple times. And they said, "Do you have any problems speaking in public?" And I said, "No, the problem is getting me to shut up." And they still hired me. They fucking still hired me. They were just looking for warm bodies at that point. And so my plane happened to stop in Tokyo on the way back to Canada, so I just didn't get back on the plane. And I went off and I started to teach English for that bit, and it was fantastic. And I met a lot of friends. And the roommate that I got, fortunately, his mother had been Japanese. He was half American, Hawaiian, half Japanese. Shout out to Taro. Taro-san, wherever you are, man. I love you, brother. And his mom being Japanese, he had an insight into the Japanese culture with the ability to explain it, being native-born English, in a way that I was just really fortunate to be able to get that insight. And so that helped me to understand the culture a little bit more. So I wear that as a badge of honor. Absolutely, I'm happy to be a little bit Asian inside. I consider myself a student of the world, a citizen of the world. I don't pay attention to. I mean, Dalek, you're a student of history. Jill, I know you're intelligent enough and
I wouldn't
probably,
say it.
but you're aware of history. You're a fan of it.
I suppose in a way I am, yeah, because I do have a real fascination with a lot of things from the past, because frankly I find a lot of things from the past better than a lot of things we get today.
Medieval periods attract me big time.
Hmm.
Darius,
What do you mean?
right?
Oh yeah.
And historically speaking,
What do you mean
borders
Japan's not
change,
Asia,
right?
Captain? Yes, it is.
Here it is.
well, so is
Because
Israel.
it's on an island. 'Cause
My
it's
and I
not
guess
on the
my
mainland.
it is an island. And it's funny how many Japanese students I had teaching English that didn't swim. They had no idea how to swim. I said, "Well, you live
Whoa.
on an island." It's like, "Why don't you know how to swim?" Oh, it's a big island, I guess. Yeah.
Wow. Did they all live in the city?
Well, yeah, this was an hour north of Tokyo, where I lived, and it was still like there was no disconnect. It was a different town on the map, but as far as like buildings side by side, there was no disconnect. It was all Tokyo. Tokyo and Yokohama together have the population that Canada does, in an urban area the size of Tokyo, greater GTA, or Toronto, greater area, Greater Toronto area, GTA. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Captain
How
By the
long
Spock.
way,
have I been broadcasting? How long? When I say something, do I look? How long have you known me? When I say something, it's true. I mean, how dare you? Get off my show, all of you.
Ah.
Right.
It's,
This
uh,
is so.
but
I
this
think
is
I've only been listening.
right.
Hey,
Right,
this is
now
my
listen,
show.
Let's hear right. Now
It
listen
is
here,
Dalek's
right.
show.
Right, a
That is-
numbskull is in your
Oh.
body, but a
I thought
numbskull is
he just
not
meant
you.
that as a standing
Japan
revocation
is
for the
in
future.
Asia. Japan is not Asia. Yeah. Right.
Sure it
A
is.
table is in
Of
my
course it
house.
is.
A table is not my house.
Captain, when you go to Pornhub and search Asian porn, does Japan women come up?
Japan is not Asia, and
It does.
Our
I'll tell you right now, it does.
maple syrup swilling friend there is conflating the two,
Um,
which I find to be quite racist.
I'd like
and
to
I need
raise a
stop you all
glass
fuckers
to
doing
Captain
it.
Courtney Spock.
Stop saying Asian when you mean Japanese or Oriental.
I knew
So
that the Asian thing would get
You
Captain
racist
Cockney Spock
fuck.
back on.
I'm
Yeah.
sick and
I would
tired
like
of
to
your
raise a
racist
glass.
shit. Just say Oriental and get it over with, because that's what you mean. It took me months to
You
work
know,
it out what you're actually getting
He's
at.
right.
It
Captain's
isn't
right.
Asian at all. Israel is
It's
in
what
Asia.
separates us from the
United Arab
animals.
Emirates is
Asia.
in Asia. Iraq is in
Asia
Asia.
doesn't.
Iran is in Asia. These are
He's right.
facts. I don't make up
Raising a
rules.
glass.
True.
Captain Cockney Spock, ladies and
When you
gentlemen.
say when you say I'm going
serious.
to have Asian food,
I love
good.
you, sir.
I'll have two
Amen.
falafels,
Raising a
and
glass.
pierogi.
Raising a glass. I will also
Gerald?
propose a toast.
I'd raise a
Chin,
glass.
chin.
I'd raise a glass too
Chin, chin.
if I could.
Chin chin.
To all my
お前
friends,
は
Asian
もう
friends,
死んでいる。何
What do you
Nice
mean?
one, Darius.
Darius, when I say chin chin, do you
Guys,
snicker
you know.
a little bit?
No, no.
But you know
we
what
don't
it
say
means.
that here. Here, chin up as you toss the glass back.
No, but when people cheers each other, you've heard them say chin chin.
Sometimes.
I've never heard it.
And-
This is my first time hearing
Oh.
this.
Maybe it's a thing just in BC. I don't know. But it's funny because in Japanese it's slang for penis.
Oh yeah,
Chin chin.
you have mentioned that.
Chin, chin. Wow.
And
This is my
by the
first
way,
time hearing that.
Captain, I'm trying to
Also-
find your
Learning lots
time
of
travel unravel video just so I can share it because you
chin,
keep
chin, you're right.
referencing it.
So good,
But-
and I can never
Dalek,
find
have you
it.
heard that
Everyone's
when
working
people say
so
chin chin?
Conquering.
I can,
Yes,
I
I
can
have.
share the one I'm
I
knew you
analyzing
had.
right
Definitely
now.
have.
Courtney's
But you
called
didn't know it
Sarah
meant
Time
penis, did
Travel.
you?
I did. Actually, I did.
You told me that
Oh,
before,
okay.
and I forgot.
Yeah.
But I'm running into this glitch where all of the videos and live streams are just looping. So it goes from 1 month back to 1 day ago. And the more I scroll, the more it just keeps infinitely looping. It's really odd. And same on my phone and on my
see you
computer.
later, Edge of Time.
Later, Edge of Time.
Bye.
Very strange.
Yeah.
This I've shared in the chat one of the videos, the one that I'm watching first. But I'm still working my way through it.
But you know,
Mexican
I can do it
Iron Man
all
showed
live.
up
But
earlier.
it's interactive this way. You know, that's what I've learned tonight. Nobody's got a clue what it even entails. Which
But
is
that
quite
doesn't mean that'll
delicious.
always be the case.
No, it certainly won't.
Um,
Not if I've got anything to do with it. I'm keener than ever. I feel like the gods have been pushing against me, and now it's all I want to talk about. There's nothing else. Apart from the unreliable narrator,
So-
but no Blade Runner. That's last week's news.
Captain,
No, well, that's the thing. I'm glad that explains everything. None of you have got a clue what it entails, which explains why you haven't been going. This is amazing because you've not heard it. Well, of course, once you hear it, it's going to be a different story. You know,
This
you
cat
don't know what you're in for. You lucky
wants-
people.
A midnight snack, so I'll be right back.
ooh.
You lucky,
Absolutely.
lucky people.
This cat.
Captain, if I could raise a question, I've talked to
Oh, well,
Cardinal,
looks like I'm
and
broadcasting against Cardinal Sin tomorrow.
he was asking, are the Taliban might be
My own
undernumbered?
prisoner show.
The
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Taliban on your tabletop gaming. How can you be assured that there's equal numbers of Taliban versus?
Welcome to Radio Silence on Dalek 451.
Wow.
Someone say something.
Sparks.
It's your show. You make it happen.
Flame.
I can't believe some YouTubers. Seriously, darling. I mean, the first clue, right, of hosting YouTube. Take responsibility. When it's your show, don't tut impatiently at the radio silence when it's your show. It is one
That is
person's
true.
responsibility, right, Darius, to ensure
Right.
the smooth flow of the show. And that is
Yeah,
one
okay,
person
I
alone.
get what you're
You,
saying.
Dalek
Well, usually
451.
Dalek steps in.
There's only one person should be
But-
tussing at Dalek 451, and that is yourself. I'm deliberately
The
saying
fire's
nothing
hot.
because it's not my show. I'm on holiday. I'm not.
We're
paying
moving
to be here.
back.
It's up to me
All
to
right.
fill up your show. You
Back
fill
up.
your show.
Retreat!
Ask me questions.
Retreat! Retreat! It's fucking hot!
You know what I mean, folks? It's not as easy as it looks, is it? No.
Retreat!
I just make it look easy. There is a difference.
Move the wine!
It's not. If I did, I would have 100 different topics and probably burn through all of them in 10 minutes and then just
Take
do
note,
it.
Save the
everyone. I've
world.
seen them do it. They just think, oh, you just show up and go, that's what she said, and that's it. I mean, that might work for Tim Possible because he's a comedy genius, but the rest of you have to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just
Even
yeah,
that
he
was
can
I'm working on
just-
several layers.
Look,
That one's got-
That's good.
Look, Captain. This stream is completely
All I know is
unplanned.
everything
Okay.
I say is going above everyone's heads. You know, Darius is getting about 20% of it, and he's 5 leagues ahead of everyone else. It's the whole thing's pointless, really. I don't know why I bother. I just amuse myself, really. What? Back to you in the studio.
Right, this Captain. Look again. This stream is
I mean-
completely
No,
unplanned.
sorry, I'm not here. I'm too busy looking at porn. What?
Aside from the time travel, I understand everything you said.
See? Tone of voice note.
Again, okay, look, Captain. Again, this stream was completely unplanned.
Captain's not here, bro. Dave's not here, man.
Where are you? You're on vacation.
On vacation, bro. The hell, busman's holiday. This is literally, apart from the busman and the holiday, this is almost literally, this is figuratively, literally a bus, not literally, a busman's holiday. Yes, darling, how may I help you? What is it, mate?
Oh, crying out loud. Look, I mean, technically, yes,
Yes.
yes, this is my show, but
Welcome to Debating Responsibilities of the Host with
I'm
Darling 451.
I'm supposed to have given hosting
Broadcasting
duties
like
to
sex. It's a
Canadian
team effort,
Spiderman.
but ultimately I'm in charge. What?
Well,
Well, you're doing a great job of that. Canadian Spider-Man has a platform now to practice his live streaming skills. Well, that's pretty cool. Hey, you make me laugh all the time. I'm glad I can make you laugh too. Or something's making you laugh.
what's so funny, Captain?
I have
Oh, he's
no
just lost
idea.
his mind. That's all.
Everything, just life generally, just everything. What's the point
Yeah.
of being in clown world if you can't have a laugh now and
The
again?
absurdity of existence.
Thank you. I've finally gotten onto the absolute inherent absurdity of all. The cosmic joke has just revealed itself to me. What is the meaning of life? It's a joke. It's a big joke, darling. It's a big joke. Everything is a joke. The international exchange rate mechanism is a joke. A fiat currency with no gold backing it up, that's a joke.
No, it's just, they try to make it backed up by oil, but that doesn't really work out the same way.
Petrodollars.
Is this? Hang on a sec. Is this kind of getting into politics here?
Oh, crap. It is.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
The
Not,
fuck?
well, not really, no, but
Not really. Not
but
at
we
all.
can
The exchange
quickly
rate
move away.
mechanism. How's that
We-
politics? It's money.
yeah.
Welcome to. All right.
We
let's
can-
get-
Okay,
we can
okay.
quickly
Why
move
is it
away.
called-
Okay, it's
Right,
bad.
Doc,
It's
why is it
it's
called
technically
My Little
bad
Pony?
economics rather than politics.
Why is it called My
Yeah.
Little Ponies? And unicorns and Pegasi. It's 2 ponies, and that is only 1/3 of the entire total of the equine combo.
Wait,
There's 6 of them. I mean, that's 24 legs. Why is it called My Little
Oh,
Ponies?
hello.
Why is it called My Little Ponies plus
Hey,
2
hey guys,
unicorns?
we got stop
two
for
pe-
Captain. We guess who's here for the first time ever on.
Is it Lindsay
I
Ellis?
think on
Edge of time.
it's Sherry.
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
Sherry.
Sherry.
Wow.
Oh, hi, Sherry.
Hello, Sherry.
Hi, Jill.
Okay.
How are you doing
welcome
tonight?
welcome to
I'm
my
good.
show,
How are you?
Sherry.
So just
Thanks,
Jill.
Alec. Hi, Darius.
Hi, Sherry.
Again, Captain.
All right.
Sorry, he's fallen off the Van Wyck.
No, I
The
think it's
Van
the
Wyck!
DC.
Take the Van Wyck, you stalker! Dear
Oh,
stalker.
it's nice to have you on, Sherry.
Big Mao! Big Mao!
Is this your first time on as a guest on a live stream?
It's like the 7th one.
Oh,
Oh, I've only seen one. Darth Astor's birthday.
Oh yeah, I've been on a couple since then.
whose birthday?
Darth Astor had a birthday party last week.
Yeah, his birthday. It was his birthday the other day.
It was.
Is it
Yeah,
cold?
that was a good stream.
Canadian Spiderman?
Oh yeah, he said it was going to get around freezing tonight. It might be cold.
Again, the whole point of this stream is not. It's not. I mean, technically, I started this, but the real host of this is supposed to be Spidey.
So you're technically hosting by proxy, Canadian Spider-Man.
Yes. That's what it
Merlot.
sounds like. So Spidey's got his wine.
That's not that THC wine, is it?
I don't know. Probably, knowing him.
See, the thing is, there's 2 Marty McFlys. That's just a fact. That is demonstrably true.
You know, for today, I'll agree with you. There are 2 Marty McFlys without knowing completely your theory.
Hey, you know what? Maybe. You know what? Maybe I'll just. Maybe I can just bend. If you want to bend the politics rule just a tad for this one, since I'm kind of giving hosting duties to Spidey rather than just leading the thing myself.
Well, thank you.
What about
I
the
hope I can.
politics of dancing. The politics
Hope
of
I can
all
take some
being
pressure
good.
off you. Oh, who has joined us?
That's extremely gracious, Alec.
Yeah.
Somebody has. Dalek, who has joined us
Goodness
here? I can't
gracious
see.
me.
It's Sherry. Okay.
Oh, hi, Sherry.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. The fire's kind of. My night vision is not good. I can't see. How are you?
See you. I'm fine.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. It's
Take
great
the
to
R to
see you.
75th. Take
Okay,
the
do you want me
take
to?
the
Okay,
plane
be
into the
honest,
city.
Spidey. Do you want me to change the layout so we can probably see everybody?
Yeah,
Take the
yeah.
E-train
I
or the
feel a lot
S-train,
of pressure
go to
here.
Broadway and 57th.
All right.
Thanks for all your support earlier, Sherry. I appreciate that.
Keep walking till you hit
All
the
right.
village.
So, like this then. This better?
Much better. Thank you. I feel
Okay.
the pressure's off.
Okay, here we go.
Jill, hey,
What's
how are
happening?
you?
Hey.
But
Captain,
Spidey,
Take
I'm-
off or something. What's going
when
on?
you do
I'm
this
glad
on
you-
your channel, you better be full screen.
Full screen. Oh, it's not going to be.
I have
is it
no
free- is it
idea
time
what
for
I-
Fritos? Is it Balrog
I don't know if
time?
it showed. I have no
Fly,
idea
you
what I'm doing.
fools!
God,
They fly now?
What do Daleks?
It's a different.
The Fellowship
Franchise,
have to
yes, they
run
fly
away
now.
from the Balrog and the orcs and stuff.
Star Wars.
I'm sure there's been a little bit of time travel going on.
Darius and I are going to have
Is he-
another
is he like
conversation
Option 1, 2, or
over
3?
top of this
Right, Dalek,
conversation.
specifically, Dalek. Do Dalek time
Darius?
travel?
Right. In fact, I can take you into my StreamYard sometime this week and show you how everything works.
Would you please?
Yeah,
I
I
have
tried
no-
to
does-
invite you already.
I don't know if you noticed, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, that I think your
You
brother
did
showed
notice.
up.
Okay, cheers.
Yeah. Well, you
You've got
said
the
so
talking
yourself.
part.
So.
You've got the talking part down.
Oh yeah, no, just
Oh, the trouble is getting me to shut up.
buttons.
Really.
It's just the buttons, man. You got to learn the buttons.
You sound like many exes I've had.
Ew.
Yeah, I didn't care then, but I care now. So yeah, I'm all ears. That was rude. I'm sorry. And Spock dropped it. Hey, Cap, come
Yeah.
back. I'm sorry. I
Aw.
didn't mean to offend anybody. I was just being a dick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he really was just doing that. I could tell.
So Jill, yeah, that was my thought. And Darius, I want to start some live streams on my channel. I'm gonna start another live stream channel, and I'm just gonna open and do all the live streams next to the fire here between me and Nate's property. Pretty good, eh?
You could do that on a second channel.
Yeah. Well, because I can say shit here and I won't get my channel taken down. Because I might start talking about stuff that I'll probably get Dalek kicked off YouTube for.
Is it gonna be called CSM Live?
It's something like that.
Yeah, if you're gonna, I would rather not get my channel
Exactly.
taken down if you
Right?
don't
Yeah.
mind.
No, he
Yeah.
wouldn't do that to you.
No, I would not.
No, I think
Well-
he's just joking.
No, I was saying that's why you'd want to start a second channel.
Right.
No.
Yeah, like a piece of scratch paper, right? You got your, your free
Like a
account.
second time round.
I have to periodically blow the ashes off my keyboard. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like Universe B, where nothing matters, right? You can make all your mistakes over there. Or
Whoa!
in
Who
Detroit,
said
we call
nothing-
that
Who said nothing
Windsor.
matters in Universe B, Darius Munchausen? Whoa! You just
in
added something
Detroit,
else
we
to
just
the
go over to
word
Windsor, Ontario, where nothing we do
Doesn't-
matters.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Exactly. The bouncers from the pubs in Windsor do not talk to the bouncers in the pubs in Detroit, right?
Right.
So you're safe. Yeah. Shout out to Detroit. Eddie Murphy! I'm assuming they gave him a key to the fucking city.
What? Oh, because of that movie? Yeah.
That
Axel
movie!
Foley. Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes, that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he starts in Detroit, and then he goes out to Beverly Hills.
Goes into
Of
Beverly
course,
Hills.
We have a Beverly Hills north of Detroit, but nobody cares about that one.
Oh, good. Now I have that theme song stuck in my head.
Axel F.
That's not a bad theme song to have. If
No,
it's
an
better
awesome
than the
theme song.
better than what? Blame it on the rain.
Yeah, or
Right. Actually, Captain and Darius, I wanted to ask you both. I may or may not, allegedly, supposedly, may have had some music playing in my past live stream that I did this
Oh yeah, you're fucked,
evening.
bro.
So yeah,
It's-
could
it
you
was
hear
pretty hard
that?
to make it out.
Was it?
I could just about make the music out.
You are.
Go
you
with
are
it.
So fucked.
I mean, if Bruce Springsteen
fine.
wants me to go to his house and apologize, I will fucking
You-
suck that man's
You
dick.
said you were playing.
And I'm not gay, but it's fucking Bruce Springsteen.
You said you were
I-
playing. You were playing.
Sorry, Mom.
AC
Sorry,
You
Dad.
were playing
I should
AC/DC
probably-
at one point. What's
We'll edit that out in post. We'll edit that
It
out
has to
in
do it
post.
because I think they use AI in order to identify copyrighted material in live streams, which is why if you flip the horizontal, they can't tell what it is. As far as video. So
Okay, good.
if it's not clear enough for the AI to pick up on it, then you should be fine. But you could just wait and see if you get a copyright claim.
My first live stream?
Check it now, because I got my first copyright claim by the end of the stream.
Okay.
So
I
you
don't.
probably
You're assuming I
already
even know how to do that. But
Oh, that's a good point.
Sherry,
Just
what's
let me
your?
know.
You've been pretty quiet, Sherry. What's your take?
I have none. I have no clue.
You've been everywhere. For someone that doesn't, I mean, do you have your own videos?
No, I don't.
For someone that doesn't have their own videos, you are everywhere recently.
There's a channel though.
Everybody who
You have
has
your
a
own channel.
YouTube
Being
account
specific.
has a channel.
That's true. That is true.
What do you do? Bit of this, bit of that, bit of the other.
Unless
Bit
it's a
of ducking,
unless
bit
it's
of
a copycat.
diving,
I'm
bit
here,
of
I'm
bobbing.
there, I'm everywhere.
And where,
Where you
like, yeah, okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for.
Yeah,
I
I've seen
mean,
you.
your support is noticed, big time.
I've seen you. I've seen you. Yeah, I've seen you pop up in a lot of chats as well, Sherry.
She's the mystery woman of YouTube.
Yeah,
Mhm.
All we know is that she doesn't eat dead animals, as far as we
right.
know.
Well, I wouldn't eat live
And
ones.
lives close to the
And
family.
she,
Horrible.
and she has created a human bigger than her.
Oh no.
An anti-derivative Jill, you claim to have children, yet you might neglect them with all the time you spend on YouTube. So I don't know what to.
Oh,
Oh, I'm kidding.
Dad, I've been checking
Well,
out
I
this
I
Twitter.
try
Moms
to
can
make sure that
multitask.
if
Dad,
yeah,
who's
right,
Jessica?
exactly. And the big one can mostly
No,
fend
really,
for
Dad,
himself.
who's Jessica?
I mean, you've got a bunch of wrenches, Jill.
Yeah, I do. Well, I'm not
It's
on
one
everybody's
single
live stream
utility
all of
wrench.
the time. I
That's what
just
I
show
said.
up and they give me a wrench. I don't know why they do that.
And have you've just started? Well, because you're damn personable is why. But you've just started wrenching recently, or no? With Cardinal Sin, like, have
Yeah,
you
that was
wrenched
my
more than a
first
year?
more than a year. No, no, it's not been that long.
No,
I've
I
only
mean,
been like 3 or 4
Oh,
months.
I haven't asked Jill
Oh,
about the
I
thing.
swear, you as far back as I can remember, because I've been watching live streams for exactly a year, and Doomcock was the first, and
that's
I
where I
can
met
swear
you,
you were
Darius.
already there. That, in fact, several of you, three of you were
No,
already there.
Well,
no, I
yeah,
don't remember, Jill.
I've been watching Friday Night Frolics for 2 years.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
I'm inattentive.
yeah, because
No, I've
I
been
met
there.
Jill, Canadian Spiderman, and Captain Spock in the Doomcock chat.
I swear your uniform was blue before last week, Jill.
It could be that my avatar is so surrounded by blue that he attributed blue to the
Either
uniform
that, or
too.
I was sober for 4 days, and then I noticed. So that might have been it. That
Try
might have been.
5.5 years. You think you can
Yeah.
make it?
Darius, I did not start drinking until I was 27 years old, till I moved out to Whistler, or 26, till I moved out to Whistler. I didn't want to give up the control of drink. I wanted all full control every second, all the time. And
Right,
I was
yeah.
always.
Right.
I spent so much gas driving my drunk friends everywhere.
Oh,
So I hear
okay,
ya.
you're the DD.
I was, man, until I was 26, and then I saw the light.
If I made some friends, I could be the DG for them.
I mean, it's not a theory of time travel so much, but an observation of what has gone before and will probably happen again in the future.
I've never found anyone that had such an extensive. I mean, how many hours have you thought about time travel, Captain Cockney Spock?
Right now, all the time, right now.
Like, you're measuring it in
said-
days now. It's not hours. You're measuring
The
it
thing
in
is, the
days.
thing
It's
that drives
been-
me crazy is this is the whole thing is when I finally got there, I'm like, this is it, and no one else can see it. I just need to convince someone like Darius.
Yes. Okay.
or
So
Jim.
remember that it took you 35 years. It might take me, a little a week or so to actually.
Oh no,
you know,
yeah, well, it does
get
take
it
a couple of
together.
hours. I mean, Doc Brian Young gets it down to 30 seconds or so. Now he does it. Unfortunately, he's not here. Like, so I've made a 10-minute video and people said it was too simplistic. So I made an hour long where they said it's a lot more nuanced than that, Cockney. So I made an hour long video and they said it gave them a headache. Because what the fuck do you want? But
Well-
there's basically, well, what it is, the last time it came up on another channel, to give you a frame of reference, there's two things established. So before we go mad, there's two established things. There's the grandfather paradox, which, as someone said on YouTube, you should know what that is, but if you don't, we can explain it. But there's the grandfather paradox, that's one. And two, there's the question, if you could go back in time, would you kill Hitler? Which is a stupid question.
No,
that
you'd
I've
adopt him.
discovered.
You'd adopt him and teach him
That's
right.
point one. What is the obsession with baby murder in fantasy?
I mean,
Why not
occasionally
adopt him out?
fucking give him an
But
elbow.
either way, thank you. That is exactly that's a trick question on the moral front. But the point is that
I have no problem with giving elbows to babies.
It's missing the point. It's working on the assumption that you're living in option 3, which is, Jill, the same as Silly on the Edge of Forever. If you go back in time, you would change the timeline. Now, A, that's only one of 3 options. B, no, C, what happened to B? B, there it is. And D, it's out of the 3 options, it's the shittest. And if we're up to me, this is almost my point. But that option that everyone seems to, a lot of people seem to assume that when you go back in time, you would change the timeline. Well, I'm here to tell you objectively, demonstrably, according to fiction, there are 3 options. That's one of them. And furthermore, it's the worst one. And all the stories that do it, I want to see them rewritten, starting with City on the Edge of Forever. That is my starting proposition. Thank you and good day and hello again.
Yes, I understand the third. I understand the third option. I understand the second option. It's the first one that I need to work on.
Jill, please, you have the floor. Please describe the 3 options.
Well, no, I can't describe all 3 options.
Let's give the ladies
the second.
Okay.
I know the second one. The second one says that time traveling. When you try to go change the past, you end up creating different timelines.
That's one of the options. Yes, good. Yes. See, Jill's got it. What about you, Spidey? Never mind.
I wasn't paying attention.
Good. No one was. That's the thing. That's right. The good Cardinal came on the show and said, Cockney, you've been talking about this for a year.
No,
with Runner and Dalek. Why don't you shut the fuck up, Cockney, generally, and shut the fuck up, Cockney, specifically, about time travel? And I said, then, all right then, Cardinal, describe my theory back to me. And he said, so anyway, unboxing today, I've got a little TARDIS.
I'm studying for the test.
I applaud you, Captain, for making it a requirement. If you want to come and debate my points, first you have to explain my points to me. Fucking brilliant.
I have done teaching. It's called Check Your Students and Listen. I'll tell you what, top tip, when I did Photoshop...
And before this bottle of wine, I could have explained all of your points to you, but I'll be fucked if I can explain them to you now.
Every half an hour I'll be doing a little test. Just to see them shit there.
I want to, I'm just not able to.
And because obviously if you don't, well, I tried to, I wasn't listening, Cockney, because I don't care. Well, you don't care, then, I'll see you tomorrow for the, is Kathleen Kennedy still at
If I didn't care, I wouldn't be on your live stream. I wouldn't be listening to you.
You are the chosen one. You above literally everyone else on the planet, even Darius and Pickles. You alone have been chosen as first among equals to listen to my amazing theory. Actually, if anyone's bored, Darius has got the video. We've done this before. Pickles has watched it. He brought up the video, and we watched it on my show, wondering if I'd get a copyright strike on myself. So if you want Dalek, Darius has got the video right here. Kick back, everyone. Turn off your mind and float downstream. It's one of the finest videos you could ever find. If you want, let's do it. Come on, Dalek, come on. Not even the whole thing.
Yep. Let's do it. I vote yes.
The link is there if you choose
There's a DeLorean with a flashing light.
Right, can I certainly didn't. I don't know if I said I didn't care. I certainly didn't mean that. I don't. Yeah, certainly would never say that. Love it.
Because Sherry, you like the dioramas. Brilliant. It's kind of like a diorama. Everyone, I hope you've seen Back to the Future. Dalek, darling, could you make? Could you get a Darius? Could you?
You're not going to hear any dialogue from that anyway.
Can you make it
big? You won't be able to hear it.
Shush everyone. Places, everyone. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and full screen, Dalek, and action.
Okay.
So feel free to narrate, Captain, since there's no audio.
What do you mean there's no audio? What the fuck?
Not the way that I'm doing it. There's no audio. I'd have to either share the actual tab,
you're not even
and he would allow it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Or
Broadway 50th. You're out in Queens at this point in our earlier metaphor, Darius.
I'm on the Van Wyck.
Or
he could click the link that I dropped in the chat and then just share it himself.
What are you working with there? A calculator?
I'm working with OBS.
I'm sharing it. If you want
No
to.
audio. Do you see what I'm working with,
Wait,
folks?
what?
You see what I mean?
You dropped
Alright,
the link
join-
to
Oh,
it.
that's a calculator.
Just look at the pretty
Yeah,
lights.
I
That's what
dropped-
we care
I
about anyway. Just enjoy the pretty lights. No one was going to listen to the audio. The audio says blah blah blah, time travel,
Hang
yada
on.
yada, hipster, blah blah blah, rumors,
Hang on
confirmed,
hold on a
denied,
second.
No,
What's-
that was a
what's-
hell of a good
Hang
video.
on, Jill. What's this?
yada yada.
Is this-
yada,
Oh,
is this the actual
she's sharing
Yeah.
the actual video
blah,
from a
blah,
browser
blah,
tab.
Blah blah blah.
So
Okay.
if you allow that, you should be able to hear it.
Nice.
Okay,
Why,
y'all
Mike?
ready?
Yeah, don't make me big. Make Captain Spock big. Yeah.
There we go.
No, it's not me. I'm little. I'm already big. I'm
Do you
big
share
as
audio?
fuck.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Here we
Beautiful.
go. Copyright me, YouTube. Yeah, I own that. That's me. La la la.
Hang on a minute. Will
Listen up for
will this get my channel flag for doing this?
my video.
No,
Maybe.
no, because
High possibility.
Yeah.
the only way that would happen would be if Captain Spock makes a
made a
copyright
claim.
claim
Copyright
himself.
on my own video. I write to
That's the
them
only way it would
Okay.
happen.
my
This
video.
is your
Dear
choice,
YouTube,
Dalek.
I hereby give
But yes,
Dalek
it is your choice to
show
do it or not
what
do
is,
it.
After all, my video.
Okay. All right. Look, if Captain, you won't put a strike on me for showing this on my channel. Will
Jill
you?
is my witness.
Well, he wasn't going to, but now he might.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he won't. And I think even if it automatically happens, the captain can take it off.
Right, that's what
Yes.
happened to me
That's
with
right.
the Red Letter Media clip.
That was
They're
nice of them to
Those,
do so.
Red jackets
Yeah.
and pith helmets makes me horny.
All right. Well.
Can we drop a link to Captain Cockney Spock in the chat?
Or to the actual
well,
video. Don't
The
about
actual
channel, the video.
link to this video is in the chat.
That's what we want. Please, everyone, see this video. It's way undersubscribed.
Well, what about his homepage, though?
Don't worry
Well,
about
it's-
that.
it's
just the
there on the video.
No, I realise it's not about me.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
about the channel. It's about forming a new opinion.
Here's
It's
me
about solving
questioning
time
Darius how to
travel.
wrench. That's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Because if you go to the video, then
Then it'll show
the
you.
channel is right
Now,
there.
Mega Geek. Yes, I know the
303.
fucking van is the wrong colour.
Darius, I don't want to put you on the spot, but how long have you been wrenching?
Oh,
A
the
few
time
months.
now.
Not that long, actually.
Right
Oh,
now.
I was really hoping you would have said 3-4 years. Fuck my hat.
No. I didn't even know that there were live streams on YouTube until a year ago.
Right until this whole COVID thingy that we can't talk about.
It was when I got my desk job. I needed longer videos to watch, and without having to change it. And eventually, YouTube queued up replays of Gary videos, Doomcock videos, or
Yep.
live streams. I mean,
And
long-
one led you to the
while I'm
other,
working, I need
same as me.
long streams too.
Right.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was already watching videos
Yep.
by Gary, Doomcock, and Midnight's Edge. I knew all their voices, but I didn't know they did
Same.
live streams. And
And
when they're
Drunk,
Critical Drinker?
Critical Drinker. Yep.
no, I didn't know about him yet. But
Oh, you didn't?
when
He's
they would
good.
be reading these chats and these names, I didn't know who these people were, where they were, where these chats coming from. I didn't understand that these had been live, and these were people who were
Yeah.
chatting in real time. I didn't know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, who the heck is?
How does that happen?
So you
Yeah.
didn't. So
Who's
If I
Canadian
give a likes up,
Spiderman?
you,
do I
Who's
have
Mexican
to?
so
Iron Man?
Darius, you said
Right?
you didn't.
He was here
know
earlier.
that live streams were a thing on YouTube.
Not
Actually, I'm
until
going to
a
send
year
Mexican
ago.
Iron Man a message right now, saying that Darius is talking about you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
and-
everybody. Who wants Jill to actually play this video? Right, so that's one from Canadian Spiderman. Darius, do you want Jill to play the video?
Oh, I mean, sure. The captain wants you to play, right?
Yes.
Jill's trying to assess the points because I think she's seen it, but right, she wants
If I
to
can- look, if I-
assimilate
okay,
it.
Look, if I can,
Yes.
if you can assure me that I won't get in trouble for showing this on my channel, go right ahead, Jill.
Okay.
This won't get me in trouble, will it?
Some problem being for doing the titles.
None of it matters. And I know it's a hipster thing. Hello, good evening, and bollocks, and welcome to
Oh,
Cockney's
this
Law
guy's
of
great.
Time Travel, the most comprehensive guide to time travel to the past in the medium of fiction ever written. The video. So first point is it's a movie. Well, even if you're doing a movie actually based on an actual historical event, whether it's Rorke's Drift, Zulu, or indeed Zulu Dawn based on Is Underwater, there is literally more historical accuracy, more British history in Game of Thrones than there is in any movie made by Mel Gibson. It's still got to have some kind of internal, logical, verisimilitude. Don't Spot's law of time travel to the past via the medium of fiction. So unlike Zulu, Back to the Future, and indeed any time travel movie is not based on historical events. It's science fantasy or science fiction, depending on your point of view. So the rules must make sense. But again, some people will say, and quite rightly for them, it's a movie. And furthermore, it's a science fantasy movie. And further to that, it's a comedy, specifically Back to the Future. Therefore, the time travel, internal, logical, canonical, temporal, verisimilitude doesn't matter, Cockney. Well, I put it to you that it matters to me. And the reaction to a movie is visceral, it's subconscious, it takes place in your stomach. It's only afterwards you rationalise it. Back to the Future, over the last 40 odd years, I've come to realise that the time travel doesn't make any sense. It doesn't follow Cockney Spot's law of time travel. One law, three options based on the one question: do you change the past by going back to the past? It's that. One more thing to bear in mind, so by chaos theory, and that means that a small change at one point in time is going to make huge changes later on in time. It's not about time travel, it's a real theory in the real world, but it certainly applies to time travel. And indeed, the butterfly effect isn't about time travel, and yet there is a time travel story, Sound of Thunder, where someone treads on a butterfly and changes the past. And the grandfather paradox, but before I run out of time quickly, chaos theory says that you will make a change no matter how small, and therefore we've negated the plot line of Marty, have you interacted with anyone? Hide in this cupboard until it's time to go home. That's no longer relevant. The moment Marty McFly, or indeed any time traveler to the past, does as much as exhale, they've changed the timeline, except when timelines don't change. Therefore, it doesn't matter if you've gone in the cupboard. So any storylines based on subtle changes, stay in the cupboard so you don't change the timeline, are hereby decreed null and void. Okay, so option 0, I want to give you a negative, as I mentioned earlier, but I won't mention later. A negative before I provide you with a positive, and that is no time travel, 0 time travel, because, first of all, option 0, not going back in time. So therefore, not going back in time. Just to prove a point, let's focus on the moment after Einstein there has gone forward in time in the DeLorean. Doesn't matter, it doesn't affect the past. Notice, though, by going forward a minute in time, we had a minute of no Einstein. Just as a thought experiment, have a think. If they sent Einstein back in time for a minute, then for that minute, there'd be 2 Einsteins. So put on the yellow suit, Marty. Look, it's the Libyan terrorists. Anywho, there we go. So without time travel, you are in universe A. There is only universe A. Default universe, specifically then for Back to the Future, Twin Pines Mall, October 26, 1985. At this point, Marty is about to get into the DeLorean. So basically what happens, we're doing a video, these guys show up, and there we go. Dr. Brown, no relation, is brown bread in that universe, in universe A. What are we? Oh no, ducks. Oh my goodness, I've got to go. Right, Back to the Future we go. Marty in his DeLorean, the DeLorean, going back to the future. Pedant's note, I think you'll find in the actual movie, Marty at this point is wearing the yellow outfits. Off we go, Marty, to the past for the first time. Whee! As we go into option one of 3, which is indeed the one universe option, the 12 monkeys option, and that says that when you go back in time, you do not create an alternative timeline. This is clearly not the case in Back to the Future. Option 1, one timeline, it's not universe A. Think of 12 monkeys. Cole goes back in time, and by going back in time, he interacts with himself, he creates those changes. But he comes from the universe where he is living with the ramifications of those changes. So if Back to the Future was like 12 Monkeys, which it isn't. By going back in time, Marty realised he'd always gone back in time. He always would have been in Universe B. So there you go. Universe A never happened in 12 Monkeys because Cole went back from the future of Universe B, a perfect loop. And that's how you get your built-in paradox, like indeed the Terminator. And this is where Back to the Future thinks it's going with option 1, because that's how you get the informational paradox. Who wrote Johnny Be Good? You know what I mean? Was it Marty McFly or was it Chuck Berry? Hey, Cockney, what about the implications of Back to the Future 2 and 3? Forget it. It ain't going to happen. Not on this video. Sorry. Not going to happen. Option 2, 2 universes or more, by far the most common option. So, option 2, 2 universes or more, timey-wimey. Think Avengers Endgame and a host of other movies. Almost doesn't matter. I'll just go into a good universe and ignore the other one. This is, in my opinion, this is it. I think this is fact, but I'm being debated, so out of respect. In my opinion, Back to the Future is option 2, 2 universes or more, although sometimes it thinks it isn't. 2 universes, Universe A, Universe B. So the point of divergence here is the 5th of November, 1955. So that's Marty McFly from Universe A. From Universe A, he's travelled from Universe A. That was the only universe. He's got out of the car. He's got his 50s gear on, if that's not too reductive of an entire decade. And indeed, with the original 1950s Doc Brown. So there you go. So you've got basically new Marty and old young. That is correct. It's not a mistake. Old young Doc Brown. Doc Brown from 1955 in 55. Marty McFly from 85. Universe A. Universe A, the default universe. But of course, he has caused a split in the timeline. You know he has. He hit a pine, let alone all that nonsense about knocking his dad out of a tree. Talk about grandfather paradox. He skipped a generation, but he's basically living it out on point. He's prevented the meeting of his parents, thus prevented his own existence. That means he's changed the past. The past is being rewritten like a hard drive. Well, rewritten, erased, same diff biff. It's all just semantics, isn't it? Basically, we did have Twin Pine Mall. There they are, Twin Pine Mall. And there we go. Special effects, no expense spared. Lone Pine Mall. Tangent Universe. Universe B. Lone Pine Mall. Therefore, Back to the Future is indeed option 2. 2 timelines, 2 universes, 3 pines, not 4. By the way, shout out Not Brian Young, who's managed to sum up this entire complex theory in 30 seconds. I've seen him do it, so I can't get it down to 10. It's even longer than the first video. Right, Marty McFly, option 2, goes back to the future. But no, he doesn't. It goes back to the wrong future. It's the wrong timeline, Marty, and it's gone wrong. So there he goes, basically, bye-bye, Doc Brown, stuck in 1955. Well, he could have gone with him, but he didn't. Can't imagine what if Doc Brown had gone back to the future with Marty? Don't worry about that now. Right, there we go. So here's Marty McFly from Universe A, now in Universe B. Oh, he's almost done it again. Lone Pine Mall. Come on, Marty, there's 1 pine left. Leave it alone. There he is, good lad. Marty McFly from Universe A, where the story started. Twin Pines Mall, skint parents, you know the deal. Marty from Universe A, there he is, now in the 1985 of Universe B. I mean, there's the question. Could you specify which universe to go back into? They didn't put that on the interface, did they now? So there you go. Remember, I think you're fine, Captain. Who owned the guitar, the Gibson 348, actually wasn't released until 1958. That's not my problem. Take it up with Zemeckis. Right, remember, Marty McFly from Universe A appears in the 1985 that he created inadvertently with Doc Brown from Universe B. Marty McFly from Universe A comes back or goes to the 1985 of Universe B in time to see those terrorists basically shoot up Doc Brown as the Marty McFly from Universe B, the already owner of the black 4x4, as a witness as Doc Brown is shot and then off go the terrorists. Bye. See you next war. It's Universe B. Doc Brown has been warned. That's right. He read the letter that Marty left behind in 1955. Hooray! Doc Brown. He's with us still. Yep, Doc Brown is all good, but Marty McFly of Universe B doesn't know that. Off you go, Marty. Where's Marty McFly gone? When has Marty McFly B gone, I don't know, ask Zemeckis. Well, I did the next best thing. I asked Mega Geek. She said he's off to Universe C. Well, I wonder what Marty McFly of Universe C is going to do about that. Maybe we'll find out. Back to the Future 4. Maybe that would have been a good idea for a sequel. So there you go. So here we are in Universe B with Marty McFly of Universe A, with Doc Brown of Universe B, who's alive and well because he's wearing a bulletproof vest as a shield. Hooray! What's happened to the Marty McFly of Universe B? Now, having two Marty McFlys on screen at the same time doesn't necessarily mean there's two universes, because there's indeed in option 1, option A, one universe, 12 monkeys, you can still have the same character meeting themselves. Of course you can. But in this example, we did indeed see two Marty McFlys on screen at the same time. So Marty McFly of Universe B has gone off, according to Mega Geek, to create Universe C. I see nothing wrong with that theory. Sounds pretty sound to me. Sounds a pound. Meanwhile, Marty McFly from Universe A is meeting up with Doc Brown of Universe B, who read his letter, thus changing the timeline further. So now Marty McFly goes home and later finds out, as mentioned, he's got a nicer car, a better looking girlfriend, better parents, happier siblings. It's all good. That clearly doesn't give a fuck about Marty McFly of Universe B, who's now homeless, lost somewhere else. And, that's his girlfriend. Where's his beautiful house and his beautiful car? Well, same as it ever was. And also Marty McFly.
Oh, nice.
Why don't you cast a thought to the parents of Universe A, who are basically now, weeping over the loss of their child, who's missing at best, and then they've got brown bread at worst. And, of course, the original Doc Brown, who is brown bread, and probably facing a police investigation, not to mention Libyan terrorists. I mean, Universe A, that could go very dodgy very quickly. What's Marty doing? He's living it up in Universe B with his new girlfriend, Elizabeth Shue, isn't it? So there you go. So that is why, in conclusion, Back to the Future should be called Back to Another Future. That would be a more appropriate title. There's no The Future. There's two futures, and deny it all you like. There's a localized time field around Marty's head. Option 2, two universes or more. But then stay tuned for one last bit. Option 3. There. Now we're on to option C. Option 3. Definitely the last option, last and certainly least in my opinion, which is option 3, option C, the self-deleting universe, rather than the Universe A that could never be created, the Universe A that was self-deleted. Marty McFly came from Universe A, but he's ended up in Universe B. That is beyond dispute, although people still try and dispute it. All seem to assume, consciously or otherwise, the Universe A was self-deleting, as per indeed Sound of Thunder, City on the Edge of Forever, the most overrated Star Trek episode ever, because of a self-deleting universe.
No!
Collins fan club, you haven't deleted the original universe, you just need to get back to it, Kirk. You could have had the best of both worlds, Joan Collins and America's entry into World War II. That's what she said. The future is, and I think thinks it is, option 3, option C, the self-deleting universe. Now, before I go, I think that what we need to think about is why is there no time travel in Blade Runner? And is Deckard a replicant? Oh, well, it's just a movie, isn't it? Who cares? There's 3 options for time travel. I've totally solved it. You're welcome. All right, la 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 la. If anyone says otherwise, I'm not listening. La 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 la. If you've got any disagreements, I'll hear them. But I might be too busy going. La 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 la. Pip pip, everyone. La 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 la. Sometimes I'd rather be a damn ranker like Hook or Hitch. La 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 la. Bye.
Nice. Beautiful.
Well, that was something. Because I will admit, Captain, that was well put together, well argued.
Thank you. I did my best. Because really,
how many
tries to be all 3? Anyway, I've said enough.
How many script versions did you go through before you went unsettled on that final one?
I did it spontaneously. It was a really good lesson. It was like
what?
It was like writing.
Bullshit.
I do better riffing, but it was all of the editing. I shot about 17 hours of footage, and then in iMovie, I'm like, this fucker will not stop talking. This fucker is me. And
hey, Jill, don't leave me
all
alone
scripts.
up here.
He does stream of consciousness.
I had this.
Yeah, because it's all there in my. What's the script?
Okay.
I'm gonna write it down, then fucking read it out again.
I figured.
Cut out the middleman. Cut out the typing.
I got a burp.
So yeah, now you've asked, you've got an insight into. I've realised my own way of doing things. Yeah, there is
That was a
no
good
longer
one,
a
too.
script.
Hey, Sherry, what do you have to say? We've pretty much been hogging the whole time.
Yes, Sherry, what are your thoughts on time travel?
Yeah, Sherry, what do you
I
think?
fell asleep.
You fell asleep. Well, that's sort of insulting, really. I'm glad we interest you. Holy fuck.
It's 3 o'clock, okay?
Do you need gasoline on the fire? Is that what you need?
Diesel will work.
Ooh, you are a country girl. She knows her shit, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, because anyone that puts
I'm glad you
gasoline on a
actually
fire
read,
is an idiot. Diesel is the way to go. Sherry,
Exactly.
wow. And I
used to
shouldn't
go
be in.
with my dad.
Yeah. Whoever puts gasoline on the fire is an idiot. Diesel's the way to go. It's a slower burn, less chances of igniting yourself on fire.
No,
It's just as
fucking what, you're
flammable.
both wrong. Neither. Just
I remember.
Bro. What are you doing?
I knew a guy when we were out at the lake on a ton of mushrooms around a campfire. He was keeping it going by pouring gasoline on it, and then he would take a branch off a tree and he would stick it in the gasoline fire, and then he lit a cigarette with it.
Of course,
right after talking about how all life is the search for energy. And
that was you, wasn't it?
And that the fusion in the core of the sun travels through the earth and is captured by the plants, which are eaten by the animals, which become us.
Circle of life.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to hold a lion cub up. I'm sorry.
And that's when.
Oh my God! I just appropriated several cultures there. I apologize profusely.
And we say, "What was that?" And then Captain Cockney Spock as Rafiki says, "It doesn't matter. It's in the past."
Oh, hello. Hey, hey guys, look who's here. Welcome, Raquel.
Oh, hey, Raquel.
Hey, Raquel.
Hey, Raquel.
Oh.
Hi, Raquel.
That was a good punchline, Darius. I like that.
Hello, Raquel. I
forgot about Rafiki is an underrated character.
Hey, Jill. Hey, Sherry. Hey, everybody.
Oh, Rafiki's a great character.
Yeah.
I love
I think
Rafiki. He's one of my favorite.
Yep, you are a baboon and I'm not.
It means you are a baboon and I'm not. That's a great line.
Oh shit. Yeah, we got a good little I just want to take the time and say we have a damn little good community here. I had no idea YouTube would do this. I'm about to cry. Holy fuck.
I did not know this side of YouTube existed.
No. I was a normie. 2 years ago, I was a normie. And then I found, you know what? It was Jeff from World Class Bullshitters. If you don't subscribe to Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, you really should. It was one of his toy videos, Darius. You know, where he goes through the toy aisles of his local store and shows how, like, the modern Star Wars toys are just on the... He bought, like, all the Rose Tico figures.
Oh.
Jeff is awesome. And then I found Doomcock and Drinker.
We've got someone else. We've got someone else coming in. Hey,
what?
Say hello to Hanstar.
Oh,
Hey.
Hanstar.
Yay, Hanstar! Hey, man.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
The man with the best lighting on YouTube.
We're playing Jackbox.
Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Raquel and
blue is a much nicer lighting than the
Raquel and I
yellow
came
I
from the
have
same
right
place.
Man, Darius, you're on it. Holy, you.
Well,
You're
yeah,
fucking
two
on
people come in at the same time. It's a raid. They come from the same place.
Well,
I'm talking about how you put the link to World Class Bullshitters already up in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got all the links.
I think I'm a pretty good wrench, and then you fucking come along, right?
Yeah, but a couple hours ago, I was moderating for
Damn you,
Nick Weiser, and he was putting me to, the wake down was putting me to shame.
The
I was
The
like,
wake down.
Yeah,
Shout
I was
out to
like,
the
I'll-
Wake Down.
Where'd she go?
I was like, I'll get that.
Shout out
Wait,
to the Wake Down.
Yeah, Nick Weiser was talking about Escape from New York movie.
You were watching that?
I like that guy.
Yes, I watched it
I don't know what it
a
is
couple
about
nights
him.
ago. And I
Oh, she's
also watched
Oh,
the
she's back. Hey,
sequel to
Sherry.
it, Escape from LA.
What happened?
Mhm.
I clicked back.
Yep. Hey, Sherry. I don't know that I've ever talked to you in person before. Hello, Sherry.
Hi.
And
I was playing
Jill,
with
I
you
think I
guys
was on a chat
earlier.
the other day with you, Jill, and I've never talked to you in person either. Hello.
Everybody
Come on,
knows
this is
Jill and Sherry.
Really in person.
Hi.
This is in person by proxy.
Yeah, in person.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
You still have better lighting than me, Canadian Spider-Man, because you have a fire. I just have LED.
I think I
light
just
bulbs.
found my new theme. I think this is going to be the theme for my live streams. What do you think? There are too many people doing this shit or what?
No,
I
I
don't
don't know
think
anyone
so.
that does it.
What,
Did you?
doing
When I went and
doing it by the fire like that? Yeah. Go.
if I'm gonna do this
Right.
though, serious question, and I'm honest to God, I'm not. It's gonna sound like I'm joking, but I'm not. Darius, when I went and took a leak on the other side of the fire, could you see me pissing?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, sweet. So I
That's-
think I have my
that's
new
no, I didn't.
stage set. As long as you don't see me, because you can't stream for 12 hours without doing something, right?
Unless you're Doomcock.
Like-
Right?
He-
How does he do that?
What does that mean?
He
Because
has a
Because-
he never
special,
leaves.
He
does, you
is,
He
There's
has
that
a special. He has a
but he's an
special-
evil genius.
There are
He's
those times
literally an
Harvey
evil
is trying to
genius.
escape.
He has a
and luck
special
will corrupt
robot evacuation system that he doesn't
Yeah.
need to leave.
Yeah. Well, that's a joke that people
Dalek,
make.
may
that
I put
he's sitting on a
Doomcock's
toilet.
link in the chat?
Go right ahead. Go. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that I don't want to, because Doomcock's just a little tiny channel and he needs support. I mean, I won't if you don't want. Is that cool?
No, go. No, go. Absolutely, go
Because
ahead.
I think if anyone here doesn't know the Doomcock, like his singing alone, his impressions alone, like why do you think I'm here? Like I would have blipped off YouTube, I would have checked it out, and I would have fucking pissed off. And you know, I mean, I really like
entertainment.
yeah, I like Jeff, I like Neurotic, I like all those guys. They were entertaining. But Doomcock was a whole little, like, a little niche that he puts on a... Have you ever seen... I've never seen in Germany, outside of Germany, I've never seen the guy with like the 10 instruments and the backpack, and he's doing the trombone and the drums and all in one go, and he's doing a show, and like
you're
that's
talking about-
Doomcock.
You're talking about a one-man band, is what you're
A
talking
one.
about.
Thank you. Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I was afraid to watch
You're
Doomcock
absolutely right.
because I thought, because he'd been made out to sound like this angry guy who's just like hateful and is just.
He's got
you know,
more love than
crazy
any
man.
other YouTuber I know, including my fucking self.
Right, and then one day YouTube just queued him up for me to watch, and and I was like, oh, dude, this guy's awesome.
Yeah. And in the helmet, more helmet. Doomcock, if you ever watch this, more helmet, dude. More helmet.
Well, and he had the first
Well,
live streams I ever watched.
Yeah, I gotta say, and
the production value.
What would be a dream come true for me is if I could have Doomcock as a guest on this channel. That would be an absolute honor.
Yes. Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
I hate to sound like
Just
one of
because
those-
he brings so much depth to anything he's.
I hate to sound like one of those fanboys of YouTube, like, oh, so and so has so many subs, because we all know he has a ton of subs. But
If he had 20 subs, would you still watch him?
yes,
Yes. Yes.
But it
Yes,
just so
we would.
happened. It just so happened the first time I ever actually personally, well, I say personally met him like this, was on someone else's channel that does a karaoke stream at times, and as you were saying, he sings very well, and she got him to come on there and sing.
Understatement.
So I was able, me being this small YouTuber with like 300 something subs, I'm friends with her, so I was also involved in the stream doing the karaoke. And I got to, like this, BS behind the scenes and talk with Doomcock, and it was just like talking to you guys. He was super down to earth, and again, not sound like I'm just kissing everybody's ass. He was super down to earth.
No,
Genuine.
you tell it like it is. You fucking tell it like it is.
He was super nice. He was like, "Oh man, you know, I've checked out some of your stuff, man. You're doing, what you're doing is cool." You know,
I know exactly
he was super,
what you mean.
super laid back and super chill. You know,
I know exactly
like talking,
what you mean, OnStar.
Us just talking to each other right now.
I know exactly what you mean because I'm one of Doomcock's arch villains, which means I get to do an arch villain stream with him every couple of weeks, and and whoever all the other arch villains. I mean, Jill, you're not an arch villain, are you?
I am, and I just went to my very first arch villain stream, the last one he had, and it was amazing. And it was just as you said, it's just like talking to a friend because he is friend.
He's the real deal. He's the real fucking deal.
Yeah, because he's the most genuine person I've ever met.
He wears his heart on his fucking sleeve. Doesn't he, Jill?
Yes. All that anger comes from that passion.
That's right. There's a reason why he's passionate.
And to be blunt, I apologize to the ladies
he's
here.
He's not someone you have to feel into. Oh, sorry, OnStar.
No, I was just gonna say, to be blunt, anybody that's ever met some bigger YouTubers, one way or another, to be blunt, sorry, ladies, they can be douchebags.
Yeah.
Because they let the fame of YouTube go to their head.
To their heads.
And he does not.
Yeah, that's true.
That was all I was going to say, Doc. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just saying.
No, you're well said.
Yeah,
well
Doomcock
fucking said.
Yeah, Doomcock. He has a lot of subs. Yeah,
he doesn't have to do what he does. He doesn't have to pay attention to the chat if he don't want to.
No,
he doesn't have to pay attention to the super stickers for 99 cents, but he fucking does. $1.49 Doomicorn, and he does a whole shtick on it, sometimes for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
On $1.49 fucking Doomicorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I want to buy that man a beer. I never want to see his face. He can keep his mask on. He can use a fucking straw. I just want to sit at a bar and have a chat with him for an hour.
Exactly.
You know?
And
everybody does. Everybody does.
Which is why he has the subs and the fan base that he does, and to be blunt, makes the money that he does. Is all of us
not
have
as
followed,
much as you'd think, but
I'm just saying, all of us have followed channels over time on YouTube, and as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, all of a sudden they're not down to earth anymore. They don't care that you sent them a 99-cent super sticker. You know what I'm saying?
They'll ignore the super chat.
It's gamers.
Let
some of
alone
those
the actual
channels.
chat.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong.
That is also somebody, Raquel, that is very down to earth that I've had on multiple streams of mine. If you look in the private chat,
Tom Connors on a stream.
I had Tom Connors from Midnight's Edge After Dark on my live stream last week.
Yep.
And it was thank you for JJ for making that happen. I appreciate it.
Yep.
He has been on my Name That Tune stream multiple times, and he has been the winner of my Name That Tune stream multiple times, because if you want to talk about somebody that knows their music, Tom Connors knows his
Mead
music.
Radio. Shout out to Mead Radio. Can we drop that link in the chat? Do you mind, Dalek? Mead Radio?
He is another super
with Mead
cool.
Radio?
Mead Radio.
He's another super cool.
You don't know Mead Radio, Dalek? You should
Speaking
join
of
us on
Mead
Mead
Radio,
Radio.
he's on right now.
If you want to,
Sorry, Handstar, I think we interrupted you. I
Well,
apologize.
yeah.
No,
if you want to
no.
drop a link to that guy in the chat, go ahead. Sure.
I was just
Tom
saying,
Connors has a music
mean,
channel
that's-
where he's a DJ.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
right
Spider-Man.
now,
Spider-Man, do you want me to make you a mod so
Shout
you
out
can do
Mead
that?
Radio and Doomcock. They're
I
tiny
don't-
channels.
no,
coming.
not really.
They need all the help they can get.
unfortunately,
Come on now,
the Midnight's
subscribe.
Edge After Dark is taking a little
But Mead Radio is still going. Oh, and Darius, of course, is on it. Sorry, Han, you please go ahead. Han, the stage is all yours. Sorry, dude. Sorry.
I was just
Sorry.
saying he is another person that has grown to great heights on YouTube, but yet is very down to earth. And I do a little stream called Name That Tune, which is like a music game show. And Tom Connors has been on my show multiple times and has been champion of my show multiple times because
He gets around a lot, doesn't he?
He is a musical genius, and I have talked to Tom on many occasions, like we're sitting here talking to each other, and he's just a down to earth, normal dude, you know.
Yeah, pretty down to earth, right?
I would put him and Doomcock in the same category as far as down to earth, just normal, genuine. One wears a mask, one doesn't.
You'd have a beer with him, no problem.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
This is why I support Doomcock as much as I do, because I mean, never mind whatever the message he's trying to get out. Never mind what he's doing. I just want to support him because he's a great guy. Simple as.
Yeah, you're right, Dalek. Yeah, you're right. So Mega Cropper in the chat is saying, "Woke up, Spidey. You're being grifted. Get better weed." Dude, I have access to weed that is sold to the government stores, and they keep the best shit to themselves, and I'm friends with those guys, okay? So yeah, I got some good fucking weed. If you come here, bring your own fucking stretcher, okay?
I wish I could partake, but I can't partake because
It's legal here. It's totally legal.
it's
completely legal.
I work in an industry that's controlled by the U.S. federal government.
Darius is gone. Where'd you go, Darius?
Even if they make it legal in my state, I cannot partake because of the federal oversight in my industry.
Doesn't your regular American just ask questions about how the fuck does that work? And why don't you do something about it? Like, does that make sense to you? Is that rational?
No, it doesn't make sense to me. But
then what the mother? Do they know how much tax money they can make off of this shit?
Yeah,
like the first.
That's
I don't know if you heard. I don't know if this made news over where you are, Handstar. But in Newfoundland, in St. John's, I think it was. The first 3 days that they opened and made it legal, the government stores in Newfoundland ran out of weed.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Well, that's why there are states that are making it legal, and so
it's slowly, but
yes, exactly.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Jill. I think you're saying what I was getting ready to say.
Right. Yeah. As the states start legalizing it, more and more states are going to do it, and eventually, it's going to be federal.
But the problem is, right now, it's state by state, so I'm under the hand of the federal government because of the industry that I work in. So I cannot, even if it's, and right now, it is not legal I live in Atlanta, Georgia. It's not legal in Georgia right now.
I love Georgia. You guys have rain like a motherfucker.
We do. Sometimes.
I had to drive 10 kilometers an hour because I couldn't, and these guys were passing me at 80. They were using the force. They were fucking driving using the fucking force, man.
As somebody that drives around Atlanta every day, and I cannot translate this into kilometers because I'm an American and we don't know what kilometers are. But
I wish I knew how to do that.
If you can't drive
system is
around
just
Atlanta at 90 miles an hour at least, then you're going to get run off the road.
That's 140 kilometers an hour. You will get pulled over by any police officer. Well, except in Alberta. Alberta, you're good. Oil country.
But, I do hope that, and like Jill was saying, eventually it will be nationwide, federally legal in the United States.
Well,
because
yeah.
there's obviously a ton of money to be made. Like, I have good friends that live in Colorado. Colorado, was one of the first couple states that did legalization for recreation. And they made, like, billions of dollars tax revenue in the first year.
Yeah.
And, I live in Atlanta, and my car almost gets beat apart because they don't have the money to fix the roads. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm like, why don't y'all motherfuckers legalize weed and take some of that money and repave the roads?
And what about the fine police officers that are wasting their time?
Oh yeah.
And it's not just about the consumption of it either. It's also useful in so many other things. Like, it can be
medicinal.
Yes, but also as a fuel source for one.
And fabric for making clothing.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, hemp.
You're not wrong, Jill.
Hemp used to be a big thing, like back during the Civil War, even times before that. Hemp clothing was a big thing.
Why do you think they made it illegal? Have you ever seen Weeds narrated by Woody Harrelson? The reason why they made it illegal was very simple. You have the timber barons, and let's call them barons because they were, the timber barons versus the hemp people coming in from Mexico and other places, I'm sure. And the timber barons won the deal, didn't they, with the government? The timber barons, what made Canada? Pulp, lumber, America as well. If weed had been a equal, you don't think lumber's subsidized? Bullshit, it always has been. If weed had been given the same subsidies, hemp clothing last way, and cotton, and don't forget cotton. The cotton empires were shoveling monies at the government. Hey, please don't let weed come in here, because hemp clothing outlasts.
Plastic.
No, they can grow hemp faster to make rope, to make paper, to make clothing. All these other industries. It was the one hemp industry against 4 other industries. Of course, weed was made illegal. Of course. And it had nothing to do with health or anything else. It was purely money. And if you think otherwise, go back and look at history.
Oh my God. How did one of my streams become this?
Oh, I'm sorry. End of topic. Done.
And another comparison, Canadian Spiderman. Why is it taking so long for electric cars to be viable? Because you had the oil industry, the automotive industry, all of these industries rallying against getting rid of fossil fuels.
Of course.
It's the same thing as what you're talking about as doing away with hemp. Oh, we want cotton. We want this. We want that. Well, you can do the same thing with hemp. Well,
no politics.
Do the same thing with,
My thoughts exactly, Darius.
No politics. You're right.
I'm not trying to be.
It's just very interesting.
I'm not trying to be political.
Okay.
But
technically,
from the cultural side of things.
Maybe not full on politics, but you're talking about legalizing fucking weeds. For God's sake.
Oh, is it not legal where you are, Dalek?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
It is where I am.
The clothing is amazing.
And only for oil right now.
Oh. The clothing is amazing.
But again, I'm controlled by a federal entity where I work. So even if it's statewide legal, it's not federally legal. So I cannot partake.
Captain Cockney Spock raises a very good point. All his work, he did a wonderful video, and we didn't really give it justice. You're absolutely fucking right.
God.
Captain Cockney Spock, I apologize. We got off on a tangent.
Captain Spock,
absolutely right. Yep. Yes, he's absolutely right. He did a lot of work on that video. Let's talk about his video.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. So, are there 2 Marty McFlys, or are there 3? because I thought there was 3. The way he described it, I'm thinking there's 3 now.
Well, he
There's
yeah, he
3.
did propose that there's possibly a third timeline C that could have happened. But the logistics of how all of that occurred is still something that I'm mulling over.
And I like that. And he obviously put together a dialogue as well as the scene construction. I mean, yeah, I don't know how long that took. That's more than a day. That's a few days' work to put together that video.
Yes, I especially appreciate the diorama.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're at 2. Okay. Everyone, quick thing. We just hit 2.5 hours for this stream. I think I'm gonna today. Since this stream wasn't planned at all. I think I'm gonna limit this to at least 3 hours.
All right, that's fine. I have to go to bed soon anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nobody likes a quitter, Raquel.
We'll have stuff to do later today, so
You know I'm just messing with you.
I know.
So yeah, we've got another 30 minutes left of this. So, I mean, do you want to keep talking about the captain's video?
Yes, we do.
Go. Okay.
Yes, yeah. How? I mean,
it's okay.
I wonder how long.
We're gonna talk about it, Captain. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So how's everyone's day yesterday so far?
Well, obviously for all of you, you're a lot further ahead than me. So it's only like 8:35 a.m. for me.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock for me.
Shit. Midnight here.
3:35.
Well, welcome back, Captain.
Thanks. Right, now, breaks down like this, okay? It doesn't have to be about Back to the Future. It can be. Like, Han, you're new. Whatever your favourite time... The point is, whenever people talk about time travel, which happens quite a lot on these channels, and I like the Dalek approach, which is, you're fucking boring me. Blah, 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 blah. Be more like Dalek, you know? Just let's get to it. And then people have the same fucking conversations about time. The 27 same fucking cliches, and I'm thinking about it from Dalek's point of view. Will you stop going on about, oh, I'm going to go back and kill Hitler, oh, but then I'm not going to get... No. Every single movie, there's one of 3 options. That's it. That's all I'm saying. There's one of 3 options. Do you know what they are? Have you worked out what they are on your own? Do I need to... Doesn't matter. Tell me I'm wrong. 3 options. Okay. But there's 3. There's not one. There's 3.
I know the 3.
I know the 2. I know 2 and 3. Can you explain 1? Option 1.
Yes.
Without me having to watch.
It's the most logical, but then again, maybe that's editorial. But certainly, observationally, 12 Monkeys and Terminator 1 and Bill and Ted, the closed loop timeline. Those characters can go back in time, tread on a butterfly, spit on an ambulance, set off a nuclear bomb. It doesn't matter. They've gone back in time. They've always gone back in time. There's only one universe, one timeline, of course, and that is timeline B.
So the reason why their future exists is, in fact, because they did, in fact, go back in time and make that happen.
Yes.
That's the first time I fully understood what you were saying. Okay, let's go. Carry on, sir. Carry on, sir.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
Bill
you don't
and
have to
Ted
agree
really
with
helps,
it, but
actually.
stage 1 is just...
I understand.
Observing. Right. And that's why 12 Monkeys is the go-to. It's such a clever script because they're living in the world that's living with the consequences of Cole and friends already going back, and that's why there's only one timeline. The fact that it's timeline B, not A, is a little bit there's a bit of chaos theory. But that is it. That's your three options, and that's the one that we're talking about right now.
Are you raising your hand, Canadian Spiderman?
Yes, Spider.
Captain Spock. Question.
Yes.
Does that mean that it is impossible for them to alter their future?
That is correct. Or
yes!
Rather they've altered it, or rather they've already altered it. They can't alter it. That's why they're in Universe B. Universe
yes!
A never got a chance to occur because Cole
now that makes sense.
Time. Yeah. So
I had to get this drunk and this stoned to understand that. Thank you, sir.
If you apply that to City on the Edge of Forever, then you'd still end up with a nice plot twist where basically Kirk caused her death and therefore caused the timeline that caused, because of her death, America's entry into World War II and the Federation, and indeed the timeline that we know indeed caused us and subsequently Kirk and Spock. So that would have been a much neat. So that way you can still have City on the Edge of Forever. You can still have the emotional, poignant sadness of the spoiler alert death of Joan Collins fan club, but none of that erasing option 3 fucking bullshit. The real point of my essay is option 3 is bullshit. You just can't have self-erasing timelines. It's just that's the negative proposition. I can't stand self-erasing timelines. People that say, well, I like them. Oh, get to you. I'm saying you can neatly replace them with options 1 and 2, like such as City on the Edge of Forever. Simply make it a closed loop, and they couldn't change anything because they came from the future they caused. Kirk killed Joan Collins. It was all his fault. It was fated.
And so you're saying that it doesn't make sense that McCoy changes the future for the worse.
Any story that has that goes with the idea that there's one timeline, but to maintain one timeline you delete the previous timeline is bullshit. And then this is where people go, well, I like that idea. I can't stop you liking it. And of course, we're talking about fictional theoretical physics. Standard physics says time travel to the past is impossible. So we're not talking about physics. So I think it's kind of weird that you could argue, well, Cockney, there's no such thing as time travel, and it's inherently complicated, it's inherently stupid, and there are no rules of time travel, and you're an idiot. And I get that. I've heard that many, many times. My starting proposition is no. There is a way of understanding it. It's just no one's ever done it. And I am the first, and I do have a massive ego. But I've got the massive ego because I've solved time travel. You're welcome. There are 3 options. And the self-delete universe doesn't make sense. Because it doesn't make... How can you delete the timeline you came from? That's not a paradox. That's just bollocks. You can't delete the timeline you came from because you came from it. Where, unlike option A, which is much neater, where... No, of course you made the timeline that you came from. That makes sense. That's what even within theoretical fictional time travel, there's an internal logic. That is my point. And you can't delete the past. It already doesn't exist. Where is the past? You can't delete something that's already gone.
Can you do me a favor and watch
no
the episode?
I'm not but
this is another Guardian. This is another Guardian of Forever episode. The animated series episode that might be option 1 because maybe
it doesn't change anything about the existing. Everything I've said about City on the Edge of Forever is correct. Watching a sequel or a TV series,
Jill, do you want me to move you so we can see you better? Because my logo's kind of covering you.
No, that's fine. I'll just sit this way. There.
Okay. Carry on, Katzen.
No, that's basically yeah. Any story that features a self-deleting timeline is bollocks. That's the starting proposition. But the other 2 versions are good. So then you got the standard one, the Avengers Endgame one. Multiple timelines. Option 2 plus 2 or more timelines. And I like it, but fine. You go back in time, you create another timeline. But I like option 1. It's the neatest. One timeline. But the point is that every story ever made, apart from Looper, which is a unique category of its own, bullshit, in follows one of those three ideas. One of those three. There can't be. That's why Cardinal Sin says the fourth option. There can't be a fourth option. There should only be two. The question is, when you go back in time, do you change the past? Yes or no? So it should be yes or no. But unfortunately, it's also option three. So I want to make it into a binary question. No, you don't. Or well, in a way, option one is yes and no. Yes, but it's not a defined change. I've changed it into what it is. Basically, going back in time, create another timeline. That's the whole thing. Back to the Future doesn't understand what it's done. I know they're intending for you to read it. Basically, Robert Zemeckis outside of the movie and Doc Brown inside of the movie both assumed that you were rewriting the timeline, but that did not happen. We went from Twin Pine Mall to One Pine Mall.
That's right.
So there's two timelines. Marty McFly is sleeping with someone else's girlfriend. His parents are distraught. The whole thing's fucked. He's answerable to several federal crimes and several local misdemeanors. In the meanwhile, his parents, they're suffering over the loss of their child, who's actually fucked off to University because his parents are a bit more rich and he's got a bigger car and his girlfriend's better looking. It's a bit selfish, isn't it? Meanwhile, there's an FBI investigation. There's several Libyan terrorists. Doc Brown's fucking brown bread. That's a double pun if you think about it too hard. You know what I mean? It's a nightmare. There's your sequel. Not some bollocks about Depressoville and bloody, whatever it was. Morgan, don't get me started on the fucking sequel. Doc Brown is in the story making a diagram, but he's already going with a multiple universe where they themselves are going with a self-erasing universe. Except they're not, you see. When he goes, why don't you become the mayor? They're doing Shades of 12 Monkeys option 1 within Back to the Future. When he gives the mayor what he should have done to be consistent with their own option 3, why don't you not become the mayor?
What?
There are two Marty McFlys. That is inarguable. They're two separate people.
Is there
the mayor? You mean the whole thing with Goldie Wilson?
Yeah,
Dalek.
So that's where they fuck up because that's the one thing they get right, but then they get it wrong by being. They're being like,
yes, Spidey.
He gave him the idea of being the mayor. That would be like 12 Monkeys because he's always been the mayor. That would suggest it's one timeline.
That's the thing. Marty didn't change anything. He took, Goldie was supposed to become
he didn't in that aspect, but he did
become the mayor in the first place. But he ended up being the inspiration. He ended up being the one who inspired Goldie to become mayor in the first place.
Dalek? That's what I'm talking about. That's the one time there's a closed loop. He also knocks over a tree, Dalek. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're going with two options in one movie. That's ridiculous.
Look, but Spock, I've seen this film hundreds of times. I know what you're talking about.
But to be fair, they didn't have a lot before that to go on. I mean, how many movies before Back to the Future impacted the public psyche of time travel as much as that movie?
What are you talking about? They all exist in isolation. There's not a shared time travel.
I mean, it's not like they had a vast wealth of examples to draw upon. I mean, they were just fucking freewheeling it.
Definitely not in America.
I don't want to interrupt, but I gotta go.
And I'm a bit offended that you are.
Later, Jill.
Go, Jill.
Oh, hey, Jill.
All right,
night,
see you later, Jill. Bye.
Oh, thank you for coming. Sherry, what do you think about this? Raquel, what do you think about this?
I'm not exactly sure.
I haven't got time to waste, Raquel. Like I said, I'm ending the stream at 3 hours.
Well, I'm not sure, so.
No, it's going to be yet another night where it doesn't get discussed. I mean, that's a fascinating approach, Spidey. Trying to make excuses for the fact they fucked up the time. So it's no excuse, it's fiction. Doesn't matter to most people. They don't even need to make an excuse.
But they did it.
No one cares. It's a very successful film. Clearly, no one cares about the internal extempore very similar.
It affected my childhood, man. It affected my childhood.
It was a great movie.
Well,
No,
my
but, you know,
teenage
it
years.
also
Anyway.
my initial starting point with that. No one. I
But I
realised
never
it's a
thought
charming
about these
comedy
questions
movie.
before you came along.
You really do interrupt sometimes, Spidey, but don't worry about it. I'm trying to make a point.
Are we still talking
I mean,
back to
I
the
like your
future?
boundless enthusiasm, but it makes making a coach's
That may be the case, Darius, but I can't spend all day live streaming. I've got other things to do.
Well, I only do it once a week, so.
Look, can I make a may I make a point? It's like a running joke. No one ever discusses my video. It's happening again. I accept it. I'm used to it by now. But I just want to point out that we've not discussed my video. We've not even touched it. I've not even heard
haven't discussed it.
May I just finish? I'm not complaining. I'm stating a fact. I don't feel we've discussed a single thing about my video, and I invite you to discuss it at any future point. I don't know when. I would just simply like to discuss it. If you're not interested, don't discuss it. But if you are, but for people that are like, I'm tired of hearing about Kathleen Kennedy, I've given you a topic. I've spent 35 years on it. I've spent a year honing it by talking with other people. And I've spent hours making a video. If you're not interested, then going back to talk about politics and who shot JR and who loaded the fucking gun and when are they going to legalise?
Well, specifically, what are the points that you want to? Because we have.
We're going to get a point finished without Spidey jumping in, and you know things like that. And is Kathleen Kennedy going to have a fucking contract extended at Lucasfilm for another fucking 6 months? You know what I mean? If that's what you want to talk about, good for you. But I'd like to talk about new things, different things, exciting things. I like to be bringing a new wave of new channels that have new angles on old films, rather than just moaning about what's happening at Disney. And have you watched Boba Fett? No, I haven't. I don't give a fuck. I don't even want to complain about Disney Star Wars. I'm just no longer interested. They don't pay Alan Dean Foster. They're a bunch of wankers. I think Disney should basically fuck off and die, right? I don't think they should exist as a company. Break them up. But until then, I've got some great ideas about time travel that might help.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
You want to talk? Just go ahead.
What are the main 2 points? The main 2 points of your video that you wanted to get across, I think, are that there are more than just the one Marty McFly. And what was the second point that you wanted to get across with that video? Please, go ahead. Sir, please.
Next time we'll find out. But in the meanwhile, Dalek's tired. It's time to go to bed. Good night, folks.
Yeah, if you don't want to... Okay, look, Captain, if you either make your point or just leave.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, no, but that does sound like exactly what he would say the same thing on his channel. Captain, I feel that is something you would very well have said. And Dalek might have very well said, okay, well, we'll discuss it next time, and I'm off, and goodbye. And you might have done the same thing, Dalek.
Oh, God. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that was a fair assessment. I mean, no hard feelings. Fair enough. Done deal. No hard feelings either way. If it was on his channel and the reverse situation would have happened, you would say, okay, I'm out of here, and you would have popped off, and you would have popped off with no hard feelings, and you would have come on the next day.
It's just that when
I'm sure he'll do the same.
It's just that when he gets like that, you know, he goes on one of his ridiculously long-winded string of complaining.
Now that is entertaining.
He's impossible to talk to.
That is part of why I love the man. Come on, that is part of why we love the man. We love you, Captain Cottony Spock. Come on back.
Yes, he is very intuitive, and
that's part of his charm.
Yes, and he. Well,
come on, man.
I think he said he was a DJ, didn't he? In the past, am I wrong about that?
We can talk about the video. We don't have to talk about the video, but there's certainly no hard feelings here. There's no hard feelings at all. That was kind of fun. It was fun up until the point that it wasn't fun.
He did say that. No, seriously, Captain, just come back, please.
Come back, man. Come on back. Or not. I mean, we can. Sherry, I heard Sherry can juggle. She can entertain us with her juggling skills. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Where did you hear them?
I think it might have been Cardinal Sin that told me that, or Culture Casino, one of those two.
No.
But yeah, Captain, come on back. I will. Yeah, I'll shut off my mic. I will shut off my cam, and you have the floor, sir. I think I've got at least 2 of the points.
Yeah.
That video. You know what? I gotta say that. That one video that he did, honestly, is more work than every effort I've put into everything I've ever done on YouTube combined. That video took some fucking work. And that's very fucking clear. I mean, there's more work involved in that than anything I've ever done combined. And I would love to hear everything he's got to say about that video. I mean, fuck yeah. I mean, I grew up with Back to the Future. I'm sure all of you are big fans of Back to the Future.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'll talk about Doc Brown until the cows come home. You want to talk about Taxi? I love Christopher. In Taxi.
Fuck yeah, we all love Back to the Future, right?
Absolutely. I grew up with that shit. Yeah.
Actually,
Captain, come on back on here, man. Come on. We don't even have to talk about that. We can talk about what you plan on growing, because I know it's springtime. You're probably planting something in your garden. We can talk about that. Whatever you want, man.
I actually met Christopher Lloyd at my convention back down in Dallas, Texas.
Really?
Yes, and I have
You are a philosopher. I'll give you that.
I have all 3 posters of Back to the Future signed by him.
Oh, that's incredible, Raquel.
Yes, it was, and it was good to see him. Honor.
And I mean, the only the closest I've come to meeting someone like that is do you know who Sophie Aldred? Do you know? Well, wait. Who knows a character from Doctor Who called Ace?
Yes.
Wait, okay, Han knows her. Anyone else?
Unfortunately, I do not.
Oh man. Well, I actually went to a convention with her. No, that's not right. I went to a convention a couple of years ago, and you can't stand her, Ivan. Ace was awesome. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I've met Sophie Aldred, the one who played her, Sophie Aldred.
I don't know who Sophie Aldred is. Sorry.
She's the woman who played Ace in Doctor Who alongside Sylvester McCoy.
Okay.
And I went to a convention, and before I left, I actually met her, and I got her autograph. And
was she pleasant?
Yeah, she was.
That's so good to hear.
And before that, I've actually got both her autograph, and I've got Sylvester McCoy's autograph as well. Yeah, the 7th Doctor. What, you loathe the character? Why? Ace was great.
Especially when it comes to franchises like Doctor Who, people are very opinionated on what they like and don't like. Star Wars is like that. Star Trek's like that. People are very opinionated about their likes and dislikes about characters or seasons or etc., etc.
It's. Thanks. Okay, everyone. There's a okay. Han has just posted a link in the private chat to the wiki page about Ace.
Yeah, the character and the actress that played that character that Dalek is talking about.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm getting. It took me to the playing card Ace page.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, it does. Okay, give me
I
just
just
a
tried
second.
it myself. Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah, give me just a second.
It's like, I don't think this is the right page.
It did work originally. I don't know why it's doing that. That's kind of weird. Let me, I may have copied the link wrong.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, Cherry.
Sherry.
Oh, good night, Cherry. Thank you very much for coming on.
You're welcome.
Good night, Cherry.
Bye.
See, it still does the same thing. You need to like copy the whole address that I'm putting.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm still getting the ace of cards.
I don't know why it's doing that, because I'm copying the... Anyway. If you look up Ace Doctor Who, you'll find the Wikipedia page. I don't know why the address is being weird like that. But, yeah, if you're interested in what Dalek is talking about, Ace, Doctor Who, and the actress that played Ace, just Google Ace, Doctor Who, and you can at least find the Wikipedia page. I don't know why the address from the Wikipedia page isn't working like it should. Darius, Han star equals boom star. Apparently I am. Because...
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I've done it myself.
Dalek.
Ah, here we go.
Dalek picked a much better link than I did, apparently.
Yeah, this isn't Wikipedia. This is like the fan. This is the TARDIS wiki for talking about Ace.
Yeah, like the fandom wiki. Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite Battlestar Galactica character? Handstar, go!
Honestly, I was never a Battlestar Galactica person, to be honest with you.
Well, you haven't watched it, obviously.
I never. Oh, hang on a second. There's someone I haven't said hello to. Hail, Mega Cropper.
Hey, Mega Cropper. I may have seen some Battlestar. If I could talk Battlestar Galactica, but it was never really my wheelhouse of things that I watched or have seen.
I need to add that to my list of movies to watch.
Yeah, I should probably go back and revisit it as well, because I like a lot of the sci-fi genre kind of stuff. So I'm sure I would enjoy it, but yeah, I've not seen any Battlestar Galactica that I can think of.
I'd start with the 70s show, at least a couple of episodes to get the idea. Even if it's too hard to watch the entire, because of the effects and so forth being so long ago. But at least watch a couple, and then go ahead and watch the 2003, 2004, I think it was. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, Edward James Olmos, try and name a better actor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, last minute, Spider.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for having me on, Dalek.
You too. Thanks, Dalek.
A pleasure to be with you
Oh
always,
God,
Dalek. Canadian Spiderman, awesome to talk to you in person.
Yep. Same
Nope,
to
I-
you,
Sherry,
man.
I
Jill
Same
and
said
to
that
you,
wrong.
Sherry.
Star.
I said it's Dalek. Sorry.
Yeah, Jill and
yeah,
Sherry
it's
that were here
Dalek.
earlier. It
And
was awesome to talk
Captain
to them in
Cockney
person.
Spock, thank you for coming on with us.
You're welcome. And Captain. Just know you are always welcome to come on as a guest on my channel.
Yep. He messaged me a big thumbs up. He knows. Yep. Always good.
Dalek. I know, Darius. I messed that up. Sorry.
All right.
It's okay, Raquel. He won't exterminate you until the next time you mispronounce it.
And that's 3 hours.
Later, everybody.
Right.
Nice.
Right
Good night,
then,
everybody.
Awesome.
everybody. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you all for coming on. Canadian Spider-Man. It was great having
Thanks.
you here, and I'm glad I was able to do this for you.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
I think we're still streaming.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
was about to take off my
I haven't
pants.
said my
but,
line yet. I'm not going to end the stream until I say my line. So, everybody, good night, everybody. Thank you for all coming, and this is Dalek 451 signing off.